Yes, we are live, oh guys. We are live. We are live across all the platforms. Oh yeah, good morning, good afternoon. Make I push this microphone small so I can see my people well. Yes, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome every one of you to the Emir Sirdam Show. I started on very low energy today, but I don't give me enough ginger, for me to be happy today. But thank you to all of you that have joined. 50 strong people already in the building, and I'm so grateful to you guys. You guys are actually like I see you guys are the energy. And when I come out to this room, sometimes I'm already gassed from the day's hustle and everything, and just come out to wrap up the night and spend time with beautiful people. But for me, it's always a pleasure seeing you guys here. Come out here and we share conversations, talk about our country. So it's for me, it's a beautiful feeling knowing that there are still Nigerians that want to talk about our country, right? Are you now pro on it or still? I am not. I won't say I'm pro, but I'm pass on. Pebble, don't pass on Pebble. Pebble, that level is too disgusting. Tell me, I want to hear what you have to say, because you have seen. I seen what I've been saying now since Peter B don't respond to you. People have been hailing Peter B. I hope you're now. I hope you have changed your mind to see why I was saying it. If Peter B had responded to him, I would have been personally angry. Levels day. Now we supposed to respond to a pope, not even ourselves. Who will go use? Only say this obedient movement. Now to go school, now to read book. And we're supposed to get illiterate faction of obedient movement though. We're supposed to get illiterates. So we have to recruit. We have to find out how to recruit the dreads of the society to join this movement also. And this is not even a dunking on these guys. Honestly speaking, we need everybody, all hands on deck in this movement. So there's some kind of dirty job that you could send to clear gutter or to clear soccer away. You need people that do that kind of job. You know, we call person where they work for this thing for hospital, may go the dredge well, or may him go the work for it. We have different job descriptions, right? So people that are meant to be handling people like people are the dregs of the society. The dredge just in the low class. Thank you so much, Auntie. You're marvelous. Look at people like them. Look at them, people like them. Wiki. You see, PO is very, very, very particular of people he responds to. You will not see him responding to people like them. Wiki na boy when Peter Obi be governor. You guys don't see the pictures where Wiki they come bow down to greet his Lord and Savior. So there's some people that, because you're occupying a position of power, do not give you that leverage to feel like everybody must bow to you or must respond to you. No, you get people. You get people way in my life. I know there are people who pass me, then pass me. You can't argue it. Then pass you, say then pass you. And when they conduct themselves in a particular, they say respect is reciprocal, right? And to whom much is given, much is expected. And Pio is a very big believer of all these phrases, right? So for him, he respects himself a whole lot. So he demands respect too, even though he will not get it, but he will never stoop so low to respond to some kind of people. And that's why I respect that man so much. So he doesn't follow the noise like many of us do. We now noise they like. And we are here again to make noise. So welcome every one of you that have joined us today. I see a whole lot of you already coming in from our other platforms on YouTube and X. Welcome to the live. Please, let's take the next few minutes to share the live wherever you're listening to us, whatever platform you are streaming from. My TikTokers, you guys know our target every time we come out here. At least we make sure that we go up until like 100,000 likes. Please, that's the agenda, and it's simply because when you come out here, you can see, if you look up on your screen, you will see that there's a League B5 number. We're at number 47 right now. We have gone down. We used to be at B3 before we went on our sick leave, but we're back now, and we have to go back up to where we belong. So please, guys, every one of you have to join in pushing this live. The simple reason why we request you guys to like the live is simply because the way the TikTok algorithm works, It simply works with the amount of participation per live. So if I'm just the only one talking or probably acting and there's no reaction from the other side, TikTok will feel like this live is not an engaging live. It will feel like, oh, people just did the watch. It's not interesting. So they're not going to push the live to the FYP. So it's important, you guys, the more you guys are liking it, the more you guys are sharing it, the more you guys are gifting. I'm not even particular about you guys gifting me. If I bring up my speakers here and you guys are gifting them, the more you guys are gifting them, the more it makes the live looks more interesting, right? And TikTok automatically pushes it up. And for those that are listening to us from other platforms, this is a TikTok show. I was thinking about trying to see if I could make other people on other parts of the live also contribute to the conversation. But I on the second thought, I was like, I dedicated this time for TikTok because I want to grow this platform. I want us to grow political conversations on this platform. For me, it's very, very important, right? Oluwatobi, welcome. Hi, it's Canada. I was like, I was of the opinion that if we do not harness TikTok, the political space on TikTok, we are doing ourselves a huge disfavor. So for me, I was thinking of before, I wanted to say, okay, let's see how we can connect Facebook, Instagram, and all these other platforms to join us in having, thank you so much, Lord, to join us in having a conversation. But I said no. After a second time, I'm like, this is a TikTok show. But we're giving other people a benefit outside there to see what they are missing on TikTok. So if you want to join the conversation, for those that are listening to me on other platforms right now, if you want to speak on the conversation, there's actually a banner running under your screen right now. You can see it. And it simply says, if you want to join your voice to the conversation, you can just come on TikTok and request the mic. If you don't have TikTok, go and open TikTok. We are building a massive community on that platform, and everybody's welcome there. It's a platform whereby when you listen to Onimale, my brother, welcome. I see when you listen to or you see contents that come out from TikTok Nigeria, that is an eyesore. There are contents that do not elevate the conversations, the kind of conversations we have. And it's a very potent platform. It's a platform whereby our young, the next generation, this is their house. That then they live. And if we do not dominate that platform, or at least bring some bits of sanity to the platform, we are honestly doing it very wrong. And as we are saying this, the ruling party understand this. That's why they have a whole lot of bots that live and dine on TikTok. So it's important every one of us understand why we are on TikTok. So if you want to join the conversation, you're listening to me on X, you want to request the mic, you want to speak, please just go on TikTok and find the Emir Sirdam Show and enter the live there. You can request the mic. Only people that are on TikTok will be able to speak. But if you love the conversation and you love what you're listening to, you can stay back and see how TikTokers respond. And on TikTok, we make sure that, does it mean someone cannot request the mic from X? Yes, please. Unfortunately, this is a TikTok show. We're going to start X. X is on Thursdays, the violence space. That's when we do it on violence space. It's only X people that request the mic. TikTokers do not request the mic. So this is a TikTok show. So if you want to join us and you want to contribute to the conversation, please, I can just ask you to please go on TikTok and you must not necessarily follow me on TikTok, but you can just go on TikTok and search for the Emir Sirdam Show and request the mic from there. I promise to bring you up and join the conversation. All right. Thank you so much. Without wasting you guys' time, let's jump into it real quick. Thank you to all of you that have joined us so far. Please, let's share the live. The shares are very low. I'm not enjoying the shares I'm seeing. If you're on X and you're on YouTube, please share the live also over there. Retweet the live, retweet the links, share it across all your platforms, on your YouTube, your Instagram, your WhatsApp stories. Let's get more people into the conversation, because for me, they pay me when I give my submissions and the room is not yet filled up. Sometimes I feel like I should pause. It's when I'm done with my submission, or probably in the middle of my submission, I start seeing people are rushing into the live, and I'm like, how I wish these people listen to all I've been saying for so long. So that's why I do all this by preamble before talking. I'm just trying to make sure I see a sensible amount of people in the room first before I can speak. Because most things you say here, I don't have the time to start cutting it and reposting it for people to hear. And many people will not even do the hard work of going to replay the space. So for me, it's important I can have a good number of people in the room before I start my submission, so that even if we keep the show going on. Those people can be how do I call it? They can be a foundation to the conversation going on, right? So thank you so much, guys. So please let's share the live, let's retweet the live wherever you are. Let's go. We have over 300 people already right now streaming across other platforms and on TikTok. Our normal small will grow. Eh? My TikTok people, mwah. And I like that kiss. Mwah. Another one. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Right, let's jump into it today. We are in the spirit of the Emir Sirdam Show. We have been discussing, and we will keep discussing about the 10 years of APC failures. But also today, I felt like there's a conversation of people have been disturbing me. Sirdam, you've been running away from this coalition. Talk about it. And I was like, okay, let's talk about the coalition. And I had to coin this topic: the coalition reality versus social media noise. So I will say, by the grace of God, I'm privileged to talk to people that I know that are in the coalition, that are working in the coalition, for at least from our side of the aisle. And when I see the noise on social media, it doesn't correspond. Or when I see the narratives on social media, it doesn't correspond. But I understand. You know, when after the whole coalition first week and the second week I had the violence piece, and I was very, very loud, and I was like, I kept seeing many people with different agendas. Is P2B or nothing? Is this or that? Is that or this? You know, people, and I've come to look at it and I feel like I really understand Nigerians. Nigerians thrive in chaos. Nigerians thrive in noise. Nigerians, we like. I say we are children of trauma. So we have been traumatized for so long. Thank you so much, and Kenny. We have been traumatized for so long that we don't even know how to live outside trauma. So even when there's peace, some people will have to create trauma or chaos so that they can continue to live in the chaos. So I'm even wondering, and I'm asking myself, when we get this Nigeria that we deserve, a working Nigeria. Thank you so much, Powell. I won't be surprised if some Nigerians will go and be scattering the projects, so there'll be more problem, because Nigerians normally we just want problem. Many of us just want to live in a world where there is everywhere they shake. Many of us just want to live in a world whereby there is trouble. Wake up every day to fight. Wake up every day to quarrel. Wake up every day to pump up our adrenaline. I don't understand. When I say I don't understand, I think I partly understand that it is trauma. A trauma of bad governance. Politicians don't use us play they don't scatter us for long. So we don't even understand what it means, whether it's a simulation or whether it is reality. So we have to create our own alternate reality. We have to manufacture problem when there's no even problem. P2B came out and cough. Hey, you see P2B cough? You sure say no? Problem not start. Person not open room. P2B cough in two ways. They go begin. People go enter that life, begin to shout. See us P2B they cough. Problem. Many of our people just want to. And for me, I feel say the majority of our people in the diaspora, they won't come back Nigeria. Abroad not tired. Abroad not tired our people. They won't come back Nigeria. Hey God. So we are going to find trouble where there's no problem. Because I ask myself some questions. I ask myself, like, Sirdam, this coalition like this now, this coalition where they see this video, because I know people don't disturb me. Sirdam, even one of my closest people in my life, when they vacation though, you go wake up. I say, enjoy your vacation. Enjoy your vacation. You go enter people life. You go, they hear Nigerians that do not even know what is happening. We that know that I've been having this coalition discussion for months, since they started this conversation, I've been aware of it. All the late night meetings, when they go do meetings for middle of night like witches and wizards, I they hear, I they know. But for me, I'll just carry it in my heart and like, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, no wahala. I have already resorted my faith to the fact that the salvation of Nigeria lies in the hands of Nigerians. If Nigerians choose to salvage Nigeria, it is because Nigerians have chosen to do the hard work. It is because Nigerians have chosen to do what we have not done in our lifetime, which is simply taking the bull by the horn and facing our fears. And that is actually where we have stood for so long. And that's actually why we have been the proponents of the rig and buy conversation 2027. And it is now mainstream. Candidates are now saying it. It came out from what we were discussing on these platforms. Because for me, I'm more about solutions than problems, because there's always going to be problems. But if you can be a person that is focused on the problem, or you can be someone that is creating solutions. And I believe that if you're a solution provider, you will never run out of ideas. You will never run out of service. You will always be in demand because you are always producing solutions. Why there are some people that all they want to see is problems and drama? For me, I'm all about the drama, because for me, it is important that we get back our country come 2027. And for us to get back our country come 2027, it comes in different layers. I don't know how I'm going to drum this for many people to understand that there is different layers to the conversation. We are putting the horse before the cat right now. I hope I got that adage well. They say don't put the cat before the horse. I mean, don't put the horse before the cat. Please, you should help me. All those my English people, please. Is it putting the cat before the horse? Don't put the cat before the horse, right? Either ways, we are running before we crawl. When you give birth to a child, the child will learn to crawl. Then the child will learn to walk before the child learns to run. And that is exactly how it is with anything on earth. You learn to crawl, then you walk, then you run. But what we see, or what I've noticed with many people, is, especially in the political space, is that we have people that are meant to be crawling that are running. If Peter Obi comes back to Nigeria tomorrow, or if he's in the country tomorrow, he go day meeting with Atiku, with El-Rufai, with Amechi, with all these people. He'll be in a meeting with them, and they'll be discussing, because they understand that it is a process, and the process they are in right now is the crawling process before they will get to walk and run. And I expect that the supporters will understand these things and also learn how to crawl, walk, then run. But what I'm seeing is that there are many supporters that are already running. And when you don't learn how to crawl, you don't learn how to walk, and you're running, you will fall. So when I see yesterday, I think it's yesterday or the day before yesterday, when I said on the live, I was like, we are all pawns in this game of chess. So when you see some narrative flying on social media, oh, this one, that one, without this one, without that one, with there, this one no happen, that one no go happen. I just did a laugh. Because 99% of the people that are making noise on social media don't even know what is happening. 99% of the people on social media that are making noise don't even know what is happening. And the decisions that will be made, and when it happens, they will not even be carried along. And I want to say this again. When the Peter birthday was being planned, what we saw happen last weekend, 99% of people that are making noise on X today, on social media today, did not know. They were not in those rooms. They did not see it coming. They did not even know that anything was going to happen. All they contributed was tweets, and they were getting likes and retweets. People were behind the scene doing hard work. People were behind the scene mobilizing across different states, sleepless nights, to make what we saw come to fruition. But when you see these people that are on X, they'll come out and say, oh, now because of us, you did nothing. You did not do anything. No, not because of you people. You did not do anything. 99% of people that made that birthday what it is today, many of them are not, none of them don't have 2,000 followers on X. The ones that went to IDP camps in Cuba, they said, Saddam, please send me, please, let me send it to you to post. I said, don't send it to me. Post it and I will retweet you. We don't have vision. Nobody's going to see what we did. Nobody will say, post it, me, I will retweet it. They don't have numbers. They don't have followers. The real people doing the work offline. And I respect them a lot, because it is painful to me that people that are online are meant to understand, do not understand. Thank you very much, my brother. Beyond your imagination, you're saying what X people overrate themselves. I'm not even capping, it's the truth. People that have no political value, they can't do the work. They can't do the real work. It's good to shout. I shout. I don't go come and say shout. It's good to shout, but at the same time, it's good to think first before you shout. When Peter B was going into the north, when people like us were shouting, let's go into the north, let's create a bridge in the north. And many of these same noisemakers on X were the ones that were shouting, no, if you wanted Tinubu, blah, 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 just making noise. They think it's by retweet and likes. For them, it is cruise. But for some of us, it is real life. Any sensible person have to understand that it is a duty of Nigerians, to make sure Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a one-term president. If you're not thinking towards that line, and you have to understand also, any sensible person have to understand that for it to materialize, for it to happen, you have to work with even the people you don't agree with. If you don't think towards that line, you're a political fool. Let me put it, you are a stupid person politically. You don't have sense. Especially when I know you don't have the capacity to deliver even one polling unit. If you think it's better by your tweet, if you think all your contribution is by your tweeting, you don't get sense. No sense not in your head. Because there are plenty. And tomorrow I'm violence, I'll tell many of them the truth, because they will listen tomorrow. You contribute nothing to this movement, and you're making noise and causing division up and down. If Peter B is going to win next elections, he needs them Atiku with him. This is 2027, not 2023. You need to work with these people. Does Atiku have a right to contest for election? Yes, he has the right. You will not bend his hand for him to live there. You will not coerce him to drop his bid. No, he has every right to contest. It is sensible conversations. It is sensible reasoning. It's your ability to communicate with these people that will make them understand that even when eventually Peter B gets the ticket, the people you're fighting with today, or you're arguing with today, or how do you expect them to work with you? Many people do not think. That is exactly what I'm saying. Many of them do. You're meant to be crawling, but you're running. And we have this, we're talking about coalition. This coalition is not going to happen this year. It might not happen next year, maybe till mid next year. Because of the way that this government is, they'll be keeping their cards to their chest till probably when it is the last minute. Then they'll do what they have to do and choose their candidates, so that they will not have a target on anybody. Amechi has every right to want to contest to be president. El Rufai has every right. You that you're there, I have every right to contest to be president. I'm of age. I'm a Nigerian. I have the qualifications. I'm not contesting. If you want to contest, you put your head in the ring. But many of these freaking useless people that all they have is a phone and their Twitter and they sit in their offices. Many of them in diaspora, they pay me past that diaspora people, they do this nonsense. You have escaped Nigeria already. So for you people, what is the difference between an Abado person that sit in abroad and wishing Tinubu more on Nigerians? All the spaces are dominated by Nigerians in diaspora. Majority are Nigerians in diaspora. If Peter Obi has chosen to be in a coalition and you say you're following Peter Obi, the greatest thing you can do is to respect this man. And if you're respecting this man, the second greatest thing you can do is to sell this man. You guys will never open rooms. You will never open spaces where you highlight the great things Peter Obi has done as a person. You will never open rooms. You don't understand that you have to build bridge. When most of us were building bridges, you were insulting us. I was the first person to platform Dan Bello on X. I know the kind of backlash I got from many of these obedience on X. Many of them. They don't fit tweet directly to me because they don't say me I be madman. They have their cartel. Many of them, they have their cartel. And me, I'm not in any of their cartel. I'm a one-man ranger. One thing I can hit my chest and none of you are feeding me. I am doing this from my heart. I'm not expecting any accolade from anybody. If I fall off with you on this in the journey up to a new Nigeria, I fucking fall off with you. Tomorrow, if we see, we go shake. If we don't want to shake, move. But I know what I fight for. So I do not care who I match or I stamp on. If my voice is going to be painful to you, but you go hear this truth. Many of you guys are not freaking cloud chasers. The goal of Peter Obi is to win an elections. You cannot defend that vote. You will not come back to Nigeria and vote, many of you. You will not even mobilize back home in Nigeria. All you think is by your tweet and you get 1,000 likes, 10,000 likes every day that you have worked for Peter Obi. You will not even mobilize. We will use we will use our platform. We raised hundreds of millions for Peter Obi in the last elections. Now after I don't raise them, some people will be say, I don't even know who them be. Why I don't even see them after elections, because everybody can open live, everybody can open space. Diasporans. We just open one, create some kind, a bunch of Nigeria don't tire me abroad. If I had that time and leisure these people have, every single time I open a live, I'm selling Peter Obi. Because every single time you open a live, there's one or two people there that are coming to listen to you. Let it sound like a broken record. Keep speaking. Keep educating yourselves. Keep talking about this man. And approach your fellow people with decorum. They have every right to want to support their candidate too. They have every right to want to support their candidate too. If I'm an Atiku supporter, why would I want Atiku to be the next president? Why would I want an Amechi to be the next president if I'm a supporter? You will not bully me to tell them to stop, to not contest. It is common sense that we guys understand these things and have a conversation. Ogasi, I have a video I've made for Atiku. I wanted to drop. I made that video last week. I wanted to drop it out. I felt like, no. When the time is right, when I'll drop that video. There are things that I will tell, I'm talking to Atiku and his supporters to understand. So that when I come out, when we eventually get to that room, please, Oluwatobi, nobody is bullying us. We are the ones that started this Obi or nothing nonsense conversation. What I want to do is to tolerate lies. See, we are the ones that started this conversation from the very first go. From the very first go, we are the ones that said Obi or nothing. From the very first go. From the very first day. We follow talking for violence space. Don't come out and change the conversation, please. We did it. No comment. They lie. We do them. Please don't. I know they support. I know they hide lies. We did it. We go do bad thing. We go do bad thing, and we instead of hold ourselves accountable, we want to put the accountability on other people. Your guy have come out and said that he's in a coalition. Why can't you just follow up with the coalition conversations? They're not electing anybody in the conversation. If I go and check you guys' tweets now and ask how many times have many of you talk written to sell P2B, I can bet my life that many of you have not sold P2B in weeks. Probably the last time was his birthday. I can bet my life on that. It is easy for us to create problems. It is easy for us to dwine and live in problems. It is very, very, very easy for us. Creating problems. And the painful thing for me is because this man is having sleepless nights, having sleepless meetings. You people, I don't want to sound condescending. I don't want to sound condescending, but the truth of the matter is that majority of these things happening on X do not matter. When that decision that will be made for the coalition happen, you not go dead there. It go happen. You not go. You highest thing when I the X go happen. Say we don't support P2B again. No wahala. Majority of people that planned his birthday on the weekend were not you people. I'm saying this to bring you people on X to the. I want you guys to. You guys must humble yourselves. You people are not what people think you are. You have no power. We don't get that power. That power that things that we get, we don't get them. You guys are fighting some ego battles with yourselves, and I'm wondering, what it concern me and Atiku boys get power over me? Does Atiku boys have power over me, over my convictions as a person, over what I think or what I know? It's if you don't have the mental, if you're not strong mentally, then it's what an Atiku boy will say that we push you or spoil you. They can write a million times P2B will not be president. It doesn't fucking mean that P2B will not be president. They will not be in the room when that decision will be made. They will not be in the room when Atiku will say, I step down for P2B. They will not be in that room. Why don't you understand that the greatest job we have on social media, the power we have on social media is pushing narratives. Pushing narratives does not necessarily mean changing narratives. I want us to understand our duties and our roles. To push narrative does not mean you're changing narratives. Does not mean that it will change an outcome. How many people they X? How many people they use X? How many people they use social media? How many people they on this line? We they like the fight on ourselves every day. When will you guys get tired of the chaos that you're getting high blood pressure today for what will happen in probably 12 months time from now? Coalition decision that will happen 12 months time from now. You won't begin today. They get high blood pressure. They fight other people because another person talk say this. It has been established. I've said it all the time. When I made a tweet yesterday and I said, for me, what's this lady's name? Senator Natasha. She's a PDP senator. I made that tweet yesterday. She's a PDP senator, and the people that are working with her to the Senate House were all obedient. This is workings. PDP boys does not have any, they have no political capital of social media. They are noisemakers. Why should I be fighting with these people? Why should I be making noise? Why should I be boiling myself over what a PDP boy says on Twitter? People will not fit come up for outside. People that cannot mobilize 10 people. Then you guys go on and fight them and create more enmity for this. Me, I don't talk my own. Honestly speaking, I don't even, my brother Abba, welcome, Jerry. I don't feel like many of us are actually, we know how to create problems. Please mute your mic when you come up, I beg. Many of us, we know how to create problems. We know how to create problems. We love the problems. We love that we just love to see problems. We just love to see problems. I don't know the dopamine effect it gives us. I don't know the dopamine effect it gives us. I do not know the dopamine effect it gives many of us, honestly speaking, in my heart. For the past 2 years, I keep saying this, for the past 2 years of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, this has been the worst time ever in the history of this country in governance. But still, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is coasting clear. He's still enjoying his government. Because you people, me and you, we're supposed to hold and responsible. We are not. Look at the energy when they use the fight on ourselves. Tinubu, they coast, they go. Tinubu and wicked them, they flex, they go. But you guys have spent time from morning to night attacking yourselves. The criminal that is destroying Nigeria is going freely. The work you guys are meant to do now, you're not doing it. The work that we're meant to be doing now, nobody is doing it. We're all running away from the real job because you like chaos. The work of opposition, now not go do them. We're not going to do this opposition job now, the real job of opposition. Now, no one do them. Thank you, my brother. The real work of opposition, which is holding this government accountable, you guys don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. All we are just doing is catching cruise for our ego, our personal ego. Thank you so much, my brother Ochi. Thank you. Look at the ADC spokesman. That's why he just came up now. Look at what the ADC spokesman is doing. He just came up now. He's doing the work. For 2 good years, we have lost time. Sorry, please, if you come up, please mute your mic. So for me, it is just so painful when I see if it were kindergartens acting the way many of us are acting, I understand. But it's many people that are married people with family, children. We're supposed to understand. I'll not be only on Nigeria. Nigeria's happening to every one of us. But for Christ's sake, there is not going to be an election this week. There will not be an election next week. There will not be an election next year. There will not be an election in the next freaking 16 months. Abu, yes, I'm turning down my side. Nothing concern me on PDP side. PDP do not have voice. Abu, brother, PDP don't get voice. PDP don't get voice. The loudest people in the room are the obedience. I'm not speaking to PDP people. I'm speaking to my people. I don't have a business with PDP. PDP don't get voice. They are dead. As far as I'm concerned, there are very, very few in that room. How many people for PDP get influence? Thank you so much, Uche. How many people in PDP today get influence? How many people in PDP get influence? How many people on social media? I'm speaking to my people because my people, they spoil problem for Oga. And they give this man problem. This man is working all through the night. This man go get sleepless night. Go get meeting with evil men. They're going to show on WhatsApp message. You need an article structure to take down Tinubu. You need a revised them structure to take down Tinubu. You need an amazing structure to take down Tinubu. All of them are showing their power that they still get strength too. You need them whether you like it or not. Because all of us, when they make this noise now, no go defend ballots. I've passed that stage of doing emotional politics. I'm doing realistic politics. Majority of these noisemakers on X will not go and defend ballots. I'm saying it now. 99% of people on X will not defend ballots. 99% of people on X will not defend ballots. For them, it's an ego-driven narrative. So I do not care about PDP people. I see them as inconsequential people. When I'm saying PDP people, I'm talking about the PDP vuvuzelas. Very, very important. I distinct this conversation. I'm talking about the PDP vuvuzelas, the noisemakers on X. They do not matter to me because they have Zero political relevance. The same thing with many of our obedience have zero political relevance. Because if you understand what is at work, what's happening behind the scenes, if you understand the work that is going on behind the scene, the work that this man, the sacrifice in life they put behind the scene, all you go do is to be selling his market. Any single day you have a conversation with this man, he will say, please sell our market. You have a candidate, sell your candidate. He has told you guys, I am running in 2027. All you can do is freaking sell him. You don't force people to like somebody. You don't bully people to like somebody. You will have to convince people. You have to use, it's called emotional intelligence. God bless you. Common sense. You have to deploy emotional intelligence to be able to show someone why you have to come to my side. Because many of us are still thinking it's 2023. We are still thinking that Tinubu is Buhari. We are not come to terms with the reality that we are dealing with a monstrous set of human beings in APC. Thank you so much. We are dealing with a set of people that will not play fair. They will not play fair. Tinubu will not play fair with you. Obedience will be a jebo. When something happen to Peter, do not begin to shake. Not begin to Peter should come and cry. Peter will not shake like chicken when they pour hot water. Me, I don't talk about finish. I don't talk about finish. As I realize that, make it just be like that. Because honestly speaking, Mr. Bullet hit you, Abi. You're not only you have plenty. You're not the only one in that room. It's the truth. It's unfortunate truth. I don't have to say it as it is. You need people that are ready. That you need every set of people. Sometimes that is why you stoop low to conquer. You have to stoop low to conquer. I wonder sometimes like they say, see, intelligence don't say it's a big book. Wisdom is profitable to direct. Please mute your mic, please. Wisdom is profitable to direct. You know what you want. You know what you want. There are ways you will go towards getting what you want. And you will successfully get what you want. But if you think that a man that has been running since 1993, before them born many of us, we just wake up one day because you're shouting online, Obi or nothing. If not be Obi or nothing, hey, I'll give you Obi or nothing. You must be the smartest person in the asylum, as Peter will say. I swear to God. You have to be sent, you have to understand that it is not just by shouting. There are things you will play, there are roles you will do. There's a way you tell an old man, sir, please, see, sir, I know that you want to contest, but sir, you self look at it from this way now. And the man will look at it and say, well, this boy has spoken sense to me. And out of shame, he will respect himself. But when you come shouting to the old man, okay, you don't with the crest, the old man will look you. He's 80, he's going to be 21 years. He's going to be 21 years by 2027. He's closer to his exit than to stay. Let's all burn the whole house down. You want to be mad, I can show you I'll be madder than you. You have the resources to be madder than you. Let's burn the whole house down. Hayes will not be president. You also will not get what you want. Who have lost? You have lost, he has lost. The country has lost. And I'm saying this for those that have common sense and understand wisdom. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Some people will feel offended by what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with that because my job is to offend you. Because the truth is meant to offend you first. Then when you offend you and you sit back and understand what Saddam is saying, there's some posts you will see on social media. You just block the person. You just mute the person. You don't have to react to everything you see. You don't have to react to everything you see. Now there I leave them. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome to the show. Let me just run up real quick. My brother Abasud, it's good to have you on the platform, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.
It's been a while, though. What is your voice now?
So if you go to my video comment section, now where you go. Now you got the message me, they say where I go. Now me go ask you where you go. 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, you come back. So
my brother, I see go, but I don't come back, Sha. But we are streaming live right now on YouTube and on X. So. All right. Let me allow other people coming now. Thank you so much. Thank you. I just have to hear your voice, my brother. So let's go real quick. Beyond your imagination. Sorry, please, Honorable Ken. Please, can you mute your mic? I'm going to come to you, please.
Good evening, Honorable Sirdam. Good evening. First of all, for the past 1 week, I've been disappointed with mindful obedience. I'm passionate obedience. Last election, I know what I did. I want my opinions. I want us of hope. I slept. Sure, the lady that 2 of us went to defend and what they flog us. But the lady still defend the votes. She still defend. And we won in our ward. And we have players in Lagos, in the out of Lagos. But sometimes, when we see people that they don't have that electoral regular, they don't know how to register a voter. They don't know how to convince even their neighbor come to shout to be or nothing. To me, it's insulting. To me, it's very insulting. First of all, Itobi has already told us that he will be on the ballot box, number 1. He said on parallel that he's going to be on. He assured us that. Number 2, we are dealing with different people with their different egos. But dealing with different people with their different egos, we have to manage these people. They know that Obi has the numbers. If they don't know that Peter doesn't have, then why didn't they call Shuri?
God bless you.
Why didn't they pass Shuri? But they called Toby, and they are willing to work with him. Peter Obi is one of the presidents that discuss with all the camp. It's not Peter Obi. If you look at it very well, we have the Buhari's camp in that movement. And we have the Buhari's camp, which is controlled by El-Rufai. And El-Rufai is working directly with them because you see Seba as a body, language, everything. Why they are to create camp? And we have other camp coming from the PDP. Even the PDP, articulate camp, and we have the other PDP. But when we come out and say this kind of thing, there will be on nothing. It's not giving, it's only creating the back. Imagine.
Okay, Fergie. Go on.
Imagine we'll be on the space and FPC member will come and say, Peter will be on nothing. Or Peter will follow that. Because they know that a divided house will not agree. It's a basic principle about work. We say house that is divided cannot come to what it's basic. Like we say, wisdom is a principle. Sometimes when you are in the act of negotiation, you keep quiet, calm down. See, if you trust Peter Obi principle, if you believe in Peter Obi, if you believe in him, you are the trust. We don't need to come and be arguing. From now, like I always say, join ADC, join the party, do all these things. That's what we want to be right now. Either we join the party and also join the death movement, also institution. We have leaders. And before, opinion is not a structure, but opinion is not a structure too. Let the big accounts, let the leaders react. We don't have right to react because we don't know what is going on there. We don't know because before Peter Obi, we say that he is there. Definitely, Peter Obi is not a stupid man. He's a man with wisdom. He's a man with wisdom, and he has said he's going through a lot. He has said it several times, directly or indirectly. Everybody's attacking this man. We obedient now. We are not giving him another problem. The NPC attacking every day. Governor, Benue State governor attacking. They say attacking. We obedient. We not be catching. They'll be of nothing. We have to start to build bridges with our common enemies. That we come together. Sometimes my enemy is your enemy. So that we just come and sometimes it's not about shouting, God. It's not about that. It's about we using wisdom. If when we keep saying the man don't like it, it's insulting. Sometimes we will know. But that's why sometimes a Yoruba man, I'm kind of used to a tradition. I'm sorry to use that, but a Yoruba man, they know that they don't greet you. And that bad, they will insult you. When they see you, they'll say, Pelesa. You think they don't know what they are doing? But in the Bible, we discuss what some of us will just come up with blah. We all know what will happen. But at the same time, you don't have to come out and do it. Wisdom. And when we get to tell them on space, caution them also, they'll start saying, I'm going to be fight with it. But when they say, come out for
the real fight.
How many people came out? Last election, how many of you came out for that judiciary stuff? How many of you came out to protest? How many of you? So someone that doesn't have a PVC, doesn't know how to get that person, we come out and be saying something on space. That will cause the limits. Wisdom. Sometimes I get fed up about this thing, but I just hope we understand and not let the act of negotiation. Go back, read the act of negotiation.
God bless you, my brother.
Thank you.
Go on, please. Go on, I beg.
Go back, read the act of negotiation and read the act of emotional intelligence. Sometimes you don't need to talk too much when you are negotiating. Catch your people by their own. Get what you want. Where you go. It will be in the presentation. I go to the party. Go every hour about what level. Take there. Process. Enter. Just being in all angle of the party. No, that's one of the things we need. Being in all angle of the party. First of all, that's the most important thing. After we are in all level of the party, the most obedient is there. They will give us the will. But now we come in and say, don't be or not, those don't have the right. Everybody has the right to contest.
Fact.
But Peter Obi has the number. They all know. You think they don't know? They know. Why would I ever fight the man Peter Obi? Hold him on his hand if he doesn't know that Peter Obi has the number. Check your body language. Why would I ever fight with ego and pride? We are just spoiling this thing for this man. Sometimes I pity for this man. Sometimes I share this with him. Sometimes I don't know. So it's not about shouting. It's about understanding, emotional intelligence. And I think most of us should start to have a big account to start speaking about this. Please. We've gone through it. This man has been doing this, going from east, north, west, making himself known. And we know some certain people in the region. Any small thing, they might be off with that. So we have to use our sense. Most people, so sometimes if you know your own, as a woman, you know your husband, you still get there just to get what you want. But we don't know this thing. And sometimes when we try to speak, they don't understand. They don't understand. It's not what this thing. If some of us are in your office space, you don't have to play office politics. You don't always flog the game. It's not about shout. It's about using your sense. If you don't know, I'm telling you, in life, it's not about wisdom. It's wisdom. How can we say wisdom in the present person? Get wisdom and understand. It's very important. It's very important for most obedience now. Let us not spoil this with our own hand. Let us. If you never say go together, yeah, we go with him. But we don't have to take decision on his behalf. We don't have to make statement on his behalf. We have obedient arm. That to make it. Once they make it, we tweet and share. We are not more organized now. We have the arm. We have people that are the funds and these people are always people that will be. So why are we causing more issue for this man? Sometimes I wait for this man. Sometimes I just read that this man. Sometimes I will come to simply. How did this man feel? They are asking every day, but we still cause issue for this man. It's not fair. It's not fair for Peter Obi. It's not fair for those that work hard toward the last time. It's not fair for people that they beat during the election. It's not fair for people that go into depression because they work so hard and people are doing this thing for them. It's not fair. The truth is that Lagos, I'm from South about sometimes when we do this thing, I've seen some obedient. Give me their subtle observation. You just tell them, please understand. This social media is just that money. I see people that work, people that know how to register this thing. You have people that we went to church to register. There are people that sacrifice And we're losing that base. We're losing it. People who are not telling me, because this is our unguided statement sometimes. So we don't try to manage people. Or we don't try to make this thing work for ourselves. And imagine sometimes we allow APC come to our APC that are not obedient. Go and check. Most people that APC account, they have no APC account that are not obedient. That we never know before. We have to obey or not. Please, we should not scatter this thing. We scatter it. Sometimes we get our action. Please, I beg. I'm begging obedient. I'm begging them. But please, you don't just understand. Life is all about us. Life is positive every day. And if you're not a position, you don't have emotional intelligence, you won't be in the room. You want to make a be strike every day. It's to be emotional intelligent awareness.
Facts.
It taught that man very well, but the man still have emotional intelligence. If someone doesn't have emotion, he will sit down in the same room with an
Erufai.
You won't sit down. You won't. But you understand this thing. You understand this thing. Most of us that will be by now, we will so not want to sit down. That's what that the show today also understand. That's what
exactly.
That's the difference between the show and the Peter Obi. One knows when it's points, one knows how to control his emotion. The other doesn't know how to control his emotion. That's the two different things. That's why people love him. People love him. And people in Instagram, they're speaking for him. They use their sense so that you get to get the way he does it. You think the people are not coming to that guy for account to sell their candidate with money. But he still promote our candidates. And he do it in a way that more people will join. But that's another different level entirely. Please, I'm begging everybody. It's not fair on people that are going to do this thing. Are going to register people. It's not fair on people that will talk to their neighbor. It's not fair that people that will convince their neighbor. It's not fair on people that are in the other tribe that are still doing it, that they still accuse them that Omar Ali, you are spoiling this book. You know what a typical Yoruba man that is going to go to every day. You know what when they treat them? Only the stand on their dance, so they are going to smoke OP there. They are going to smoke OP, and we are not doing this thing. You know, some of us are not doing some too card. Doesn't make any sense. Please, let's step for ourselves. Nigeria has tired me. If I have one, I will have this country. No, I don't have the money, so I have to. For me to have a future to defend my own cheats, is to make sure a good government is here. Because the quality of life is not on that before. You know that when we are, our lives compared to that is different. And we don't have any country to go to. Even though you go to that country, my treaty for Nigeria is where you have your freedom. It might not be a better place to go. We will all enjoy it. And Peter Obi is a person that we might not see in the next 100 years. If we make this chance, we might not see that kind of person again. This kind of leader and generational leader that they come once in a generation. Go back to history and check it. Go back to history and check it. But we have someone that is like that. With several ego that want to get to work, that's use his own money. Use his own money. How many positions can use his billion? Okay, since election end, as people tell this billion, how many things has he done? How many things? Point one is a billion, is check up top. But this man still go there every day. So this is a person that this is somebody that genuinely wants Nigeria to work, that genuinely wants the education space to work, that genuinely wants to live a safe in Nigeria that will better tomorrow. So this is someone that don't want to steal. Because if he wants to steal, he will not use his money. But he uses his money every day on different things. So that's why it pays politician every day. Nothing pays a politician that someone will use that word hate. Because you know that in this man enter, my garden goes spoil. That's what they know. You know this man become all of our garden don't spoil that way. That's why some of them do all these things. Actually, we need those bridges, so please. Thank you, Mr. Dan. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for
my brother, God bless you. God bless you. As in, there is no way I would have put this my submission. In fact, I would just chop off your submission and post it tomorrow, because I really think every single person that calls himself a Peter Obi supporter needs to listen to what you just said right now. Because I say this all the time. majority, and I'm not saying like don't defend the image of P2B on social media. What are you even defending? Let's even ask ourselves this question. What are you even defending on X or on all these platforms? P2Bs, you must be living under the rock in Nigeria today to pretend that you don't know P2B. If your heart is blinded by jealousy, by bigotry, or by ethnic or religious and ethnic sentiment, that is when you have a problem with the man called P2B. He does not look for anybody's problem. He does not look for trouble. He has never for one day, everybody says, my respected elder brother. He does not hate. He has no atom of hate in it. So if you hate that man, you are either not raised right. You are either not you're not raised right. You're currently a thief, a criminal, a bigot for you to hate that man. He's not even in power. He's not even in power in the first place. So if you support the criminals destroying Nigeria, you hate P2B, that means something is inherently wrong with you. So you that you're a supporter say, what are you defending? What are you defending? What is there that you have to go to war with people that you will need tomorrow? Who is this animal? DJ Kamzi. DJ Kamzi, you will never become, let me tell you, DJ Kamzi, before I meet you, let me put it to you. You will not see that 2027, you might not even live to see it. If let's know whether you're God, that you're giving life, that will tell Nigerians and tell people what we will say or not. If you say Peter will not be president, you will not see that 2027 because you don't want good thing for Nigeria. You don't want good thing for 200 million people. You know, go better for you. You know, everything where you touch, everything your hand reach, go spoil. As Nigeria is spoiled like this, you like them. Evil people like you. Say evil, and if you check on the diaspora, evil people like you. You know, go better for you. You know, go everything we put your hand on top go spoil. That fraud way they do, they go catch you. Then go catch you for that fraud way they do. Then go catch you. FBI, Interpol go catch you. Abba, please come in.
So I made a video, right? I was just relaxing in the park and I thought about it. Tinubu is working, yes. He's giving us reforms, a lot of reforms that have short-term and long-term goals. That's okay, I agree as an obedient and as a well-meaning Nigeria. So now I'm appealing to APC supporters. Can you guys please tell Tinubu to leverage on his policies to give us free and credible election? Can you guys just start echoing that? President Tinubu, you are working. Obedience finally agree that you are working. Please, if you show you well, give us free and credible election. Go and check the comment section. None of them come.
They're not fit come.
None of them come.
They're not fit come.
These are evil. They are. Now, I said I agree. I am an obedient. I agree. He has given us reforms. He gave us reforms. He's definitely gave us reforms. Yes. He has worked. We agree. Please leverage on what you have done and give us a level playing field for 2027 election if you show you well. Thank you very much for now, Sirdam.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. You know, he can never give it to us. And that's why I'm not even looking up for him to give it to us. It is us that have to snatch it. And thank you so much beyond the imagination, my brother. You just said everything. Emotional intelligence is best deployed now. When you're in a room with people that you don't necessarily agree with, you don't need to come out and tell them you don't agree with them or insult them or tell them this because you know that you need something from them. You know that you need something from them that you yourself you cannot offer. You yourself cannot offer. So I hope many of our people will understand that wisdom is not by making noise. Wisdom is not by shouting. Wisdom is not by who wins. You don't necessarily have to win an argument. You can lose an argument and win the war. Sell your candidate. Push your candidate. Let the world know about your candidate. Keep speaking about your candidate. Do the hard work of calling out this government. The time you spend in shouting and in joining it, because I say this, Tinubu's only pathway to be able to rig these elections is if the opposition are divided. I repeat it. Tinubu's only pathway for him to be able to rig this election is if the opposition are divided. Then you create a room for him to rig. But as long as there's a united opposition going to 2027, Tinubu has no pathway to victory. He cannot even rig the election. He cannot even rig the election. No matter, let him turn himself to INEC chairman. If the opposition are united, he cannot even rig that election. Who will vote for him first? Look at the check the vote numbers from 2023 alone. Just add the opposition votes together. We know that despite the suppression and everything, despite the rigging that he rigged. So for Tinubu, his greatest job going forward is how he was going to dismantle the opposition. And many of people will be working for Tinubu for free without him paying you people. That is the painful part for me. If they're paying you and you're collecting the money, it's going better. But you know they pay you. Exactly. It has to be too big to rig. The mindset of 2027 is too big to rig. It will be too big. The gap has to be regions, because as we speak right now, Tinubu has been rejected in the north. Tinubu has no votes in the north. He has no 25% anywhere in the north. There is no pathway for him there. So it's important to understand these things going forward. But let me bring in Honorable Ken. Honorable Ken, good evening. Welcome. Thank you for your patience. Welcome, sir. Honorable Ken, can you hear me?
Ken, are you there? Honorable Ken, you go toilet? Okay, of course, sir. Okay, my brother, I'm here. I'm here. It's just that my network is fluctuating. I'm having an issue of network. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, everybody. Good evening, everybody, depending on your time zone. I'm very, very happy on this platform. This thing you preach, I also preach it in my platform too. In short, I'm very happy. What Beyonce said, the guy spoke very well. The guy spoke very short. He said my mind. I was clapping for him, including the host. You said short, you are saying my mind, and I know people on air that support, that is obedient, will also be clapping for this, because you're a strong defender. My people, our Nigeria have collapsed. They have collapsed our Nigeria, including a woman in the market. The local market is crying. It's left for us. Nigeria is in our hands now. This is opportunity. We need to take back Nigeria. This is the opportunity. Anybody that said that Tinubu will win again is a devil. Anybody that said that Tinubu must go again is a devil. No matter how much Tinubu is paying you, you are a devil. That means you don't want the progress of others. Can you imagine yourself when you travel back home to meet your parents, the way they complain bitterly? Somebody that entered the first time, he now removed fuel subsidy. He removed fuel subsidy. That is where the problem started. Immediately, under a twinkle of eye, everybody started suffering. It's the time for us to run it again. And the only hope we have now is P2B. It's P2B. He's the only Messiah. Our brother Beyond said it. He's the only person that had the force to defeat Tinubu. It's true that Tinubu is a godfather in a politics. That is why he came out last time and tell us that Nigeria is his best right. That it's his turn to rule. Because most of us are foolish. We don't really know what we want. In this ADC, in this coalition we have now, the only problem we're having now, the only challenge we're having is Atiku and Obi. If Atiku should do one thing for us, allow this young guy to go. Because Atiku have been contesting, and all is no avail. If we can only allow this guy to stand, because this guy has what it takes to become the president of Nigeria. This guy has what it takes to lead Nigeria to promised land. This guy has what it takes to correct some impressions. But the corrupt leaders we have cannot allow this guy to come out. That is why this guy is receiving straight bullets. It's not all about we coming out in social media and saying, Obi, 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 Obi. Are we doing our inner campaign? Our agenda should be how can we reach people in the north, because a lot of people are not in social medias. Yes, when you come to social medias, obedience are reigning everywhere. They are putting pressure on social medias. But when you come to north, there's a lot of people in the north that don't have Android phone. What we should be looking at is how to reach those people. And for us to do that is to get someone, a strong person from north, that will help us to reach all those ones. We have been trying. Every time I say, does this guy sleep at all? Tomorrow you see him in London. Today you see him in North. Next month you see him in like different places, trying to pull up things. We should stop saying it's time for Obi. Are we doing what we're supposed to do? One of our brothers said that our vote should be enough for them to read it. Because as I'm talking to you now, a lot of plans have been put in on the ground by APC. Because they know that this guy carried force. That is why they are using some governors against him. Imagine a governor of Edo State coming out to threaten Obi, saying that if he come to his state, that whatever thing he say, he shall take. He said he's a, what did he call it? He's a sheriff or what? Which is not supposed to be so. These people have already started making the underground plans. Nigeria is in our hands to take it back again. And anybody that will just say he wants to vote Tinubu again, that means that person and the generation is going to suffer 10 times. I'm in Austria. I left Austria. I came back 2023 just to vote for Obi. Because I just left Nigeria because I'm tired of everything. I was fed up. I left. I came back just to put my vote, but what I saw, my eyes could not be young things. Hello, are you?
Yeah, go on. We can hear you. Go on.
So now, the only person we are pleading now to help us is Atiku. Because if Atiku could not help us now, we are going to have another issue again, and this guy is going to take this president again. If Atiku should not do anything now, this guy Jagaban is going to take us another 4 years again of suffering. These two people have to come to themselves and rehearse. Atiku should have that mercy on Nigerian youth. We have suffered a lot. We have the pains a lot. He's the only one, even in my platform, when I was saying it last time, I told them, see, Obi has what it takes to start.
Honorable Ken, can I engage you in your next 2 minutes, right?
Okay.
I want to engage in the next 2 minutes. And please, everybody, please, I want you guys to please follow this conversation. You see, do you want Atiku to come out today and say, I want to judge how many of us here think well, or how we think in this room. What is the right thing for Atiku to do right now? Is it to come up now and say, okay, I'm no longer running for presidency, I endorse P2B today, then you people will be happy? One, or we keep it going this way, then election period, he comes out and say, P2B is my candidate. Two, which one do people want, please? Let me just sit in the room. If you want one, Oluwatobi, you want one, right? If you want one or two, let me see, just one or two, please. Let me see. No, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. I want to see. Oluwatobi, you say you want one, Abi? I said one. Atiku should come out today and say, I'm not running for elections. I want P2B to be my candidate. I'm endorsing P2B today. Tomorrow night, he come out and say it. Or two, that is one. Or two, election period, he comes out and say, I'm endorsing P2B to be my candidate. Which of them do you want? One or two? I want to see this. I want to see the sample down there. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right. Majority of people are saying 1. You cannot. If you say 1, okay. Well, what are the people for 1? Now, people not the one people that are 1. And people are the ones that are making noise most online now. So I want to. People should be proud enough to say that 1.
Saddam, there's a way to do voting, but maybe as you have somebody TikTok, there's an option where people will click it and you will see it. Everybody will see the result at the end. As the live is on, maybe you put it for 3-4 minutes. But
okay.
Next time you check, maybe you run like that.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you. But I just want to say this: if you chose 1, if in your heart is 1, you chose that, you don't have to say it. You are a political illiterate. I'm unfortunate vessel, but you don't know anything about politics. If your own is 1, if in your heart is 1, or you chose 1, go and be sleep. You don't know anything. You don't know. You don't be doing politics. You should be watching desperate chicks or desperate wives. So Atiku should come out today and tell the world that Peter Obi is my candidate today. Then he sets a target on Peter Obi. Then you give Tinubu from now 16 months to be on Peter Obi. You see, when I say many of people are emotional, many of people don't know how to do politics. People should leave politics for people that know how to do politics. So Atiku should come out today and tell you, I am not doing again with Peter Obi as my candidate. Then automatically you set a target on this man. All the fire this man has been collecting since 2023. They will now plan all their planning. So you see many of people, and many people that refuse to choose 1 today, or many people of us that chose 2 today, many of us that chose 2 today are acting like people that are doing 1. Because I don't understand how you people want Atiku today should tell people that he's not running for elections. I don't understand how people want Atiku today to come and declare he's not going to be president. I don't understand how. Where is the brain? So if he comes out now and says he's not running for elections, you do not know that he has done more disservice to Peter Obi? The person you want to be president, don't you understand that? But so that your ego or your emotions will be at check. He will not give you any body language. He will not even give you a sniff as a sneeze. He will not give it to you. If it pain you, let it pain you. He does not owe you anything. Atiku does not owe you anything. He has every right to contest. Condition does the start. When you go use brain, follow these people, follow people. Now when they use emotion. So when he now declare, okay, Peter Obi is not my candidate, then they now have all what they play. You're dealing with someone that for all of people that chose 1, please, I advise people, please, this period in time, please, people stop. People are actually the ones creating problems for Peter Obi. People are actually the ones creating more problems for Peter Obi. That is the unfortunate truth. Because many of people are in that choosing 1 will not come out and defend vote. You will not vote. You will not send your relatives to vote. You will not protect the vote. You don't have the capacity to deliver 1 polling unit. Whether you like it or not, Atiku has millions of votes. Whether you like it or not. Whether it pain you or not. And he will not give you that millions of votes by your shout, or by your insult, or by your derogatory statement. It is by dialogue. It's by making him understand why, sir, you should give us that vote. It is common sense. It is just common sense. And for me, I would prefer that it won't be few days to elect to the primaries. He won't step down and say, "Oh, I know they run." In fact, any of them, I know they run again. No, that is how you confuse your enemies. You're dealing with Tinubu and you want to lay your cards out. Do you think that when they said when they started the party with other party, the SDP, you think they didn't know what they were doing? You think they didn't know what they were doing? Those people that have been running for elections since how many years ago, before they burned many of us. It's well. Let's keep it going. Thank you so much, Honorable Ken. Thank you so much. Let's go on Peter K. Miles. Okay, Honorable Ken, let me give you 2 minutes to wrap up. Sorry, I think you're about to wrap up, yeah.
So, to summarize it all, these two people we are looking at, they are the two forces that can defend Tinubu. I just pray that two of them, I think we should do us a favor. This young man has been going. I'm not saying that he doesn't have his own vote. He have, especially in the north. But this time around, we are all pleading, including people that is advertising him on their platforms. They should be combining these two, because these two are the only forces that can defeat Jagaban. But if you miss it again, Jagaban is going to take us along. But don't forget that as we are doing it, we should be praying for our candidate, which is OP. We should be telling God to protect him, because all eyes on him now. Thank you, my brother. Let me stop there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me run to Peter K. Miles. Peter K. Miles, can you hear me? Is it me? Oh, how about you?
I sent him request for Mike. Okay, that's sent on.
Okay. How about how you fit do that poll, I beg? Okay, I don't see him. I don't see him.
You don't see the poll, Abi?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, go on.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. I've been following you for quite a while since 2022 on Twitter. So everything that has been unfolding, I think I'm following it keenly based on what has been happening on Twitter since the declaration of the ADC as the coalition party. Now, the obedience, they have to look at what they really need. Understand? I think what we need is to win the election, to set Nigeria in a different trajectory that Tinubu. And doing that, we need everybody, even to the Erifai, to the Amechi, to the Atiku, everybody. So I don't support those saying Peter Obi or nothing. You understand? So in terms of this coalition, for it to work, I think the obedience as a movement, it is well structured now. So I don't think it will take or it will do much harm if there's a communique in terms of maybe a letter that is instructing obedience to tune down the Peter Obi or nothing. You understand? So that today I see they are dissociating themselves from the whole Peter Obi or nothing, and anybody saying it means those people they are APC. You understand? That's the way the whole world will see it. So it won't take them anything to put out a statement to make it look as if even obedience that are now saying Peter Obi or nothing, they are APC people. Let it be like that. You understand? So that they will dissociate themselves from the whole Peter Obi or nothing, and it will give Peter Obi a better bargaining power. Because things like this is done with wisdom. It's not power. You cannot pull the article, you cannot push him with what is happening in social media. You understand? There's a way the rhetoric should be going. The man will he want to prove something. He will say he wants to contest. Do you understand? So what I believe is that there should be a community to put it out there that anybody saying Peter Obi or nothing, that is not the stance of the obedient movement. You understand? And I can see that you two are making it very clear. You're showing where you stand. And it goes to show how smart and different you have become, because I've been following you. I know. So you are very, very different. And you are saying things from a practical point of view. Because 2023 politics, nobody will say a little bit no, but when it comes to defending the vote, to make sure there are people on ground, that was what was lacking. And this coalition will definitely provide a very good point in terms of having men on ground to defend votes, because Tinubu is a very smart politician. When he was not in power, you saw what happened. Would have believed that on an election day that you're having House of Representative and that of the Senate, IRF was working, but for the presidency of presidential election, it's not working. So everybody knows what happened, but nobody will be able to point finger because maybe we are not there when it was happening, or where they were striking these deals. You understand? So for me, what I think is that you should tune it down. Obedient movement directorate, they should speak on it to make it look as if anybody standing on the W or nothing, they are not part of the obedient movement. That is one point I would like to make today in this conversation. And again, we should embrace everybody that is coming into the coalition. Everybody coming into the coalition, because you cannot defeat Tinubu with Atiku cannot do it alone, Peter Obi cannot do it alone. So I would encourage everybody to come together to jettison this Peter Obi or not a campaign that is going on Twitter, and see things from a broader perspective, because this is what actually the APC needs. They want to make sure the movement is divided so that they can get their way to divide votes and make people not to come out and vote, so that they will just see the election like they did in 2022. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. What I'll say is this: I cannot guarantee that even if the obedient structured movement right now put out a circular, that many of the guys saying these things online will even stop. Because honestly speaking, I said it as a serious conversation, and many of these people, they like chaos. They love problems. They wake up every morning and find a new problem to talk about. That is the unfortunate truth that I've discovered with this movement for so long. Many of them just love to be that there's problem. So if there's no problem, if I say their private part don't they work, they have to manufacture artificial problems. That is just it for them. So they will still create problems. But for me, and I say this all the time, because I always, in the midst of all these things, I always, thank you so much, Urban Oracle, I always stand out like a lone voice. And I've been doing this consistently, if you've been following me for so long. When there's a general conception, like there's some people that, like, after the elections, it's like, those we are not supporting Tinubu, all of a sudden cannot get back to their senses and say they're no longer supporting Tinubu, and we cannot admit them into the fold. Some people like, no, who are they? Why should they? They should apologize. I'm like, who gave you that authority as what? If that your Israel that supported Tinubu, campaign for Tinubu, tomorrow come out and say it's no longer supporting Tinubu, I will welcome him, because you need everybody. But many of our people don't have that emotional intelligence to understand that politics is about interest. Politics is about interest, and it's about numbers. And when I say many of our people, I'm talking about many of our people on X, especially X especially. Many of them not put hand for this P2B birthday, but I then will carry the highest praise, because they just come, many of them they'll come and say, make I do give away. People will walk behind the scene, they're not known. People that are on ground. Now, so some of them wake up room, say they turn to obedient EFCC. Begin to ask nonsense questions. They just love chaos and problems. Many of them, why is what's this guy name, head of mobilization, person where they spend their own money. Many of them, they know how to identify problems. Peter Obi's picture is not clean enough. Peter Obi, this thing is not. They just always want to find problems. So even if a statement is put out, they will still come out. So for me, I'm raising up people that, because and I'm saying this, I know that there are many obedients that cannot come out and say, there are people that are in this obedient movement, as I'm speaking, that want that, and we don't have a problem if Peter Obi even be the vice to Atiku. And in 2031, Peter Obi becomes president. They have a voice too. They can speak, and they should be able to speak. Do I agree with that? No. Is that what I want? No. But those voices should be heard also. We have to understand that we're in a community of people. People should be able to express themselves. You want to win an election, you need people, you need numbers. Numbers win election, not emotions. Especially when you know that your emotions will not do the work. Aisha Yusufu just dropped a tweet right now. Probably she's listening to this live. I don't know. But she said, dear obedience, let's focus on the registration of new voters coming up. This is the time to map out the plan on how to get it done in your area. So as soon as INEC gives the go-ahead, you just deploy. You are known for talk and do. Leave the distractions where they are. Many of these people shouting they have not gone to join ADC. You want to win primaries. If they don't say that, okay, primaries will be done direct primaries, what does the direct primaries mean? It means that the members of ADC will vote, not even delegate system. We can force them to make sure that we get even the direct primaries. We can force the party. How many of you have joined the ADC? Za. But they go work for money, Obi or nothing, Obi or nothing. Obi or nothing, you don't enter the party to create Obi or nothing. No. The hard work, they don't want to do them. They will not do the hard, they will not invest in the hard work. They invest in causing problem. And it's painful to me that if nobody's going to say it, I will say it. Me, I go talk am. I go talk am. Thank you for all of you that have joined. God bless you guys. Please keep joining. Keep pushing it up for other people to join. That is the work you can do. That's how you influence the conversation. We can push when, let's imagine we entered in our millions. When I say that we push for direct primaries, we force these people's hands to do what you will force them with sense to do what is right, not by bullying. You're in a coalition. Peter Obi has said, I have joined the coalition. I am in the coalition. Help this man. Now there I keep him. Fergie, my sister, welcome to the live, please.
Hey, Emir Sirdam, well done. Thank you very much for this live. I hear you, and everything you said, everything everybody else has said, absolutely makes sense to me. One question I have, so for some of us that are saying it's Obi or nothing, is that a wrong thing for us to do? Because to be quite honest, I also have a sentiment that yes, we spend a lot of time talking online. How are we getting and mobilizing ourselves on the ground? That's what matters. And how many of us have joined the ADC party? Because I have said that, by the way, Emir Sirdam, I'm streaming this on my live on YouTube. Just to give you heads up so that my audience can also be aware. I hope you don't mind.
No, it's fine. Come on, God. Somebody actually told me that that they got to hear of the violence piece from you streaming it pre-elections on on YouTube. I never knew you had a platform on YouTube actually. Well, thank you. Please stream it there. Thank you.
I've always had, since Obi brought all of us out that have been dumb and don't know jack about Nigerian politics. So let's give the thanks to Obi because the one that's really moves this forward for a lot of us. So yeah. So I wanted to say, because I am on the stance, I'm pushing my own candidate. It will be or nothing for me, you know. And another thing I wanted to say also is that for a lot of
okay, Fergie, let me answer your question first before you go on, right? Let me answer the question. Obi or nothing is not wrong. It's not a wrong statement. The timing is wrong. It's simple. That is what I want you to understand. The timing is wrong. You just I made a submission when I said this live, and I said when you give birth to a child, the child learns to walk, the child learns to crawl, then walk, then run. You don't give birth to a child and expect the child to run. So for me, in my opinion, with my chest, I'm saying it, that you saying Obi or nothing now, when there's no coalition conversation, there's no candidature conversation now on the table now. It's a very wrong timing. It is an offensive conversation in a room of politicians that have different ambitions. I want Obi to be my president, and it doesn't change the fact that you want Obi to be your candidate. I want Obi to be my candidate also. The timing is wrong. When the time comes for childbirth, you don't get pregnant in the first month and say, well, let me help you well now. It is like me asking you now, Fergie, can you get pregnant in 1 month and give birth under 1 month?
Come on now. Everybody knows.
No, not everybody knows. Not everybody knows, because that's exactly what this is. It is impossible. This is exactly a political pregnancy right now. You're asking for a child when the woman just put to bed, when the woman just took in. It is too freaking early. When the woman is due to give birth, you can ask for a child. That is where I'm coming from. It entails emotional intelligence to understand at this point in time what should be our conversations as obedience. What should be our conversation as coalition members is putting pressure on the Tinubu's government. Have we done that? No, we are failing in that duty. We are focused on an event that will happen in probably 16 months' time. You're asking for a gift now that should be given to you in 16 months' time. Are you going to continue asking for this gift till the next 16 months? When do you get tired of it? When do you face what is in front of you? That's what I'm asking. But go on.
All right. That makes sense. I mean, I hear you, but you have to also understand, Emir Sirdam, some of the pushback is because of some of the coalition people. Matter of fact, a lot of the coalition people who keep pushing a narrative that, he's going to be VP, he's agreed to be VP.
Fergie, which coalition people?
Well, not necessarily like PDP articulate boys. I've seen some of them, their rhetorics, right? When they make that, some of us push back because of that. Not because for me personally, I understand that the coalition is still very early. I've even said this on my platform, like, it's still very early. I think we should focus on, building, doing the groundwork on ground. For me, that's more important. And I've also asked a question on my platform, like, are we really ready to take back what we're at, take the country back? I mean, it's easy for us to say Obi or nothing, but are we ready with the work, right? So some of us have pushed back because of what we said. For instance, when this whole coalition started, I was a bit skeptical because of the kinds of people that I saw. But eventually I was like, you know what? We do need everybody in a way so that we can get the country that we need, right? And follow up to the interview that Peter Obi gave with the BBC correspondents or journalists, where he said, you need everybody, you need the ugly, you need the good, you need the bad, and I agree with that. But I am just saying that the reason why some people have said Obi or nothing sometimes is as a response from some of these article boys, right? Or article women. And sometimes they do spaces and they say those things. And you know how it is. In social media, when you put out and project those types of things, it's easy for people to run with it. And the coalition, they think, oh, okay, maybe if we're quiet, for instance, if obedience don't say anything, and I don't consider myself an obedient, by the way. I've always believed in the candidacy of Peter Obi and a better Nigeria. I I don't really care so much. For the obedient movement, as much as I do appreciate the work that they do, right? So sometimes it's as a result of that. So we're not quiet and just let these people push their narrative. And then it becomes law. You know how it is in Nigeria. So that's where I think some people may have been pushing that very strongly. Now, on my own, no, me, I feel like with the angle you're coming from, it makes sense. It actually does make sense. And some of what I think there was a young man that spoke earlier, the first person that spoke made very brilliant submission. My own is this: we can also, instead of us, and I do agree with you, when you do your violence space tomorrow, do the same spiel again. It's very important. It's necessary. Everybody needs to hear it. But at the same time, we now have to form a conversation saying, you know what, this coalition is still too early. Why don't we let's calm down? Like I remember Ahmed Datti's interview. Everybody is up in arms against that interview. I'm like, the man has not said anything. Can you guys let this thing just rest, for crying out loud? You know, they're already calling the man names and all of that. I personally do not subscribe to that. So we on our own, right, we can begin to push the fact that anybody that comes up with Obi or not will like, the coalition, we don't even know what's going on. Can we trust that Peter Obi knows exactly what he's doing? And he has proven time and time again, the man is not a baby. Sometimes people make him sound, and I hate it when people do that, but on our own, we have our own work cut out for us too, which is what you're doing, right? So we have to go back and tell our people, listen, the coalition is still young. Why don't we focus on what we need to do on ground? Put your resources, put your money where your mouth is. If you have people on ground, have you spoken to them? What are you doing? Have you given them resources? You know, have we registered for ABC? I, for instance, tried to register for ABC, but I couldn't for some reason. I couldn't make the payment because it's in Naira. It's very difficult to make the payment from here. So I'm like a tentative member in ABC. But you still have some people who are saying, no, they're not going to register with ABC because they don't trust what's going on, you know? So I just want to put it out there that it's not everybody that is saying Obi or nothing, that's just coming out of the blue and saying Obi or nothing. They're saying it to push back on some of the narratives, you know, which is where I have fallen under. So that's it. I mean, I hear what you're saying and I do appreciate it. It does make sense. We need to take it easy with the whole narrative that's being pushed around because it's not making sense anymore. And just watch Peter Obi do his thing. He's always done his thing and he's always come out strong. So I don't know. But anyway, thank you very much. I'll continue to listen and hopefully my people are listening as well. And we'll take it from there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please just keep the stream going there. I'll just add to this. Me, I always love to own up, right? I think I was part of the problem because when the coalition happened on Wednesday, on Thursday, we had the violence piece. And we're part of people who were like, oh, it's Obi, it's Obi, it's Obi, it's Obi, it's Obi. We had that conversation on the violence piece, and there had to be a reaction from the PDP boys. The truth of the matter is that even if you see core people that are in PDP, core PDP people, they will tell you they want Atiku to be the candidate. Now, but if Peter Obi emerges, they will work and support Obi. That is how they are. Atiku does not have loyalists. That has been his biggest problem for long. He doesn't have loyalists. He has people that are aligned with him based on different things. Okay, I'll say he has been a politician of circumstances. So he doesn't have die-hard loyalists like that. So the people that are with him today are people that probably were with Tambuwal boys, Amechi boys, are PDP, in fact, are PDP boys that are jostling for something in an eventual Atiku's government. These people do not matter. Their voices do not ring in the rooms where these conversations happen. And that is why for me it is painful, because I understand how powerful the obedient voices can be. When we push back so hard that you feel it. And I'm asking, this movement has been a very, very reactive movement. Can this movement be proactive for once?
We can actually make that happen, make it proactive.
That is why I'm coming from, my sister.
Yeah, we can make it. So we're saying the same thing now, you know. So the same way you're saying it right now, I think if every one of us, whatever platform you have, and I hear that they're looking for people on Facebook to also push. If I'll find them to reactivate, I left Facebook alone. But anyway, you know, we also have to form, because we're part of the movement. In as much as we say we're not, we're still part of it. So we need to be able to form and push the thoughts into the people's heads to let them understand that. I know that there are a few people who just joined the obedient movement who are very reactive. You see the way we were in 2023, when we're very, like, that's how they are now. At least I know 2 or 3 people that are new to the whole obedient and push for Peter Obi that are very hot and jim like we were in 2023. So we have to also find a way with our own, you know, social media platforms to let people know, okay, this thing is still young. Yes, we agree, we know what we want, but we don't even know. Let's trust that Peter Obi knows exactly what he's doing, or however we want to see, so that people can, you know, we can all be respectful of each other. You understand? We cannot control the Atiku boys, but at least within ourselves, let's know what we're doing. Thank you very much. That's it.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you. I don't address Atiku boys. They're not my business. My business is our people, and we have to tell our people the truth. We have to be focused on what is most important to us. Most important to us is selling our candidates and telling the world about this man called Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me play a video if I bring in the next speaker. It seems because right now they are celebrating his rest in peace. I don't know if Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't buy you. Make I find the video. But let me bring in Santiago, come in. I'll come to him after that. Good evening, sir. Go on, sir.
Yes, I think a lot of us doesn't understand politics. We are just about the movement, and politics is not about the movement. That's where Tinubu, APC government generally used to, the secret they used to override us. And many people, they say like, Obi movement, please. You see, when Tinubu was sacrificing his position, way back, and things were going on smoothly, I want to ask the movement, who knows Peter Obi in the north? He might be popular in the east, he might be popular in other places. But where this vote come out from, who knows Peter Obi more? No, nobody knows it.
No, Santiago, that's false. No, Santiago, I'll allow you go on, but please, I always tell you, please, we have to be very. I do not agree on some certain statements. Peter Obi is known. No. No, I'll allow you land there. I'll allow you land, but you have to be. I want factual statements. You can't say Peter Obi is not known everywhere. Please, go on, sir.
You see, the issue of Obi, you know, you have used my time.
No, I'll give why. I'll sit down to you. That's always.
You see, the issue of Obi going back to Labour Party. And let me tell you the way I'm saying things. It's capital N-O, no. Because if you look at the antecedent of when Obi was in Labour Party, Apapa was being compromised against his own presidential candidate. Abure was being compromised against his presidential candidate. Look at what I told you yesterday. I think I was on your live. Is it yesterday or yesterday? That Ahmed was saying, I told you here, he's going for the presidential position. You say no. Please, have you got the latest one now?
It's still no.
It's yes.
No, please, that's fake news.
Hold on, I will give you the fact. You see, the labor Usman, that lady Usman, was still saying, and Peter Oti was still saying that the Supreme Court need to start because Aburi cannot continue to claim himself as the chairman of Labour Party. Nadi Usman. You know they are on the party of Alex Oti and others against Aburi. And the Supreme Court has driven down that Abure cannot continue to make himself the chairman of Labour Party. And this is where that Ahmed Baba was aligning himself with.
No, but that's what you're saying is totally different from what you said that day now.
It's still going to, you will see it tomorrow, my brother. I don't need to argue. You will still see it tomorrow. You will see what I'm saying tomorrow. I don't need to argue with you. Let me quickly run so that other people will talk. You see what we don't understand about politics. Nigerian politics, they have made it the way it is now. It's not about carrying placard of normal democracy. It's not about movement and once some million boys will come and they will shout, hey, we will run away. And they will take the ballot box and convert it to themselves. I think if Atiku gives Obi a slot to come up as his vice, please don't let us be fanatics, cultural fanatics. I will advise Peter Obi to please take it and use the opportunity to show up his case, to show up his handwork. More of to Nigerians. You know, the northern people, I'm sorry to say this on this platform, if they hardly get to know people, they know people literally on what their chief imam tells them in the box. And they pass information from there. They grab their own information. But Obi himself knew that Labour Party is being compromised. And let me tell you, Obi is in ADC. But I will just advise Obi, because I'm part of ADC. I'm a movement of Obi. He should take whatever it comes out of their primary and carry on. And the last thing I want to say is about the movement. Please, the movement have gone beyond I'm Obi supporter, I'm Obi movement. Please, we need to step up our game. The guys and the girls need to go back to the village. When they give us in A, let us give them back in A. When they give us in B, let us give them back in B. Remember, we came from one culture. Christianity is what they give us. And in my own Christianity, whatever you do and you don't use to harm your brothers is what I know about, is what I know is a religion. But these people will come with machetes, they will come with all sorts of weapons. And they will do, everybody will run and they will be able to carry the ballot box. But they will say,
All right.
hey, everybody stay with them. You know that these people will check up themselves. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. You know me, as I say on my platform, I'm not going to gag. Everybody has, as long as you're in a coalition, you have a right to aspire, or you have a right to what you want on the ticket. But for me, I am a firm believer that these times are even too early for us to be discussing who should be on the ticket. That is for me. I'm a firm believer also that Peter Obi should be the next person to be the next president of Nigeria. But I'm not out there putting it out on anybody's face or shouting it out, because I understand that even though I want Peter Obi to be president, it's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen next month. It's not going to happen next 2 months. It's not going to happen in 5 months' time, in 8 months' time, in 10 months' time, in 12 months' time. So why should I waste my time? I am actually trying to build bridges with people that will help, that can help me actualize what I want. I'm not discountenancing anybody. The effect of the person. You might want article today. I can convince you not to want article in 5 months' time. I can convince you not to want article in 12 months' time. I can even convince article himself to see reason why he should not run. What I do not agree or believe is that when we're saying, or we believe that the North will not vote for P2B, that is a very big lie. That has been busted. In fact, P2B had over 200,000 plus votes in Kaduna State. No, I'm not addressing you, sir. I'm not. This is not for you. This is not for you. No, I got where you're coming from. I'm talking to other people because I've seen that fly around. Oh, the North will never vote for P2B. That has been busted for so long. If the northern politicians align and say, okay, we agree that P2B is our candidate, and they go out and they canvass for him and they protect their votes, because all I can bet anything that Tinubu has lost the North. The North will not allow Tinubu consolidate 2027 for one reason. The political class will not allow him for one reason. 2031 is not certain for them. They will not be able to choose their leaders in 2031. If there's anything you can do to the North, is to show them that 2031, the next election cycle, they will not be able to choose who will be their next leader. Tinubu has shown them already. Tinubu will not come and go. Tinubu might, in fact, as of what I just heard recently, that the Senate are 3 seats away from APC having majority. So APC will be able to, without the minority voices, APC can pass any bill. Tinubu can wake up and just say, Apabio, third term, it's third term I want, third term I want. And Apabio, the drunken, the pot-bellied woman chaser, we hit the gavel. Boom! The eyes have it. The northern politicians are aware of that. That even the 2031 with Tinubu is not guaranteed. But P2B, his word is his bond. He says he's coming in for 1 term, he will give us that 1 term and he will go. And we will be able to choose our leaders. So the northern politicians will understand the risk they have allowing this crook, this criminal in Aso Rock. If they allow him consolidate, it's finished. They are finished. Many of them will go on exile first. That thing where they call Abacha sent on exile. They go not say that Tinubu teach Abacha. Everything happened. They go wrong for Nigeria. He will deal with go and ask what when many of us were shouting this thing before the elections, they felt we were playing. They are seeing it now. We were screaming at them. This man will make many of people politically irrelevant. They are seeing it now. So there are some things I will not say in public space. But one thing I am certain in my heart of heart that I know is that you see the nail that nailed Tinubu's northern politics was the death of Muhammadu Buhari. The CPC are total. You can see the CPC wing of APC is gone. The CPC wing of APC is gone. Since the coalition came, I asked this question yesterday and I'm asking it again. Since the coalition came, how many decamping have you seen? How many decamping have you seen going to APC since coalition? These are the highlights that the coalition leaders are doing their hard work. Oh. The coalition followers are meant to be doing their hard work on social media, are busy fighting themselves, attacking themselves for a decision of an event that will not happen till the next probably 20-something years, 20-something months or 15 months. We have to understand. We have to understand. That day I live on. But let me come to my sister, Jaja. Jaja, welcome to the live. Please, I saw a few requesting for the mic. I'm going to give you guys a chance to speak. Let's run real quick. Jaja, can you hear me? Jaja, are you there? Jaja, are you there? I mean, don't sleep. All right, let me skip you now. Let me run to Temi.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Sirdam.
Good evening, my sister. What's up now?
I know. I think it's your summation today. You're very angry.
I'm very angry because people are messing up, man. They spoil the work of people they work for behind the scene. People know they do anything, just online, they Twitter fingers, chatting nonsense.
Okay. I have my point of view. You know that me, I don't always retweet. The highest I do is retweet. Right? So it's not like I'm amongst the people that are shouting Peter Obi or nothing, or being on space. However, I feel like you always say, you always say, right, that we can walk and chew gum, right? I agree that you might say it is premature, which is correct. So I'm trying to cook something here. You might say it's premature, right? However, I also agree with the person that said that if we don't push back sometimes, we can let certain narratives fly. Because as much as you're saying that, yes, we might have started it, but someone like Henry Shield and a couple of other people keep pushing, when they keep pushing that narrative that, oh, PO must be vice president and we are just, quiet, or we are, like you said, we should not push, we should just be focused on registering as ABC.
Tell me, my sister, please, I beg you. He says I stop that man. That's why I go see stop you. Please, can you send me a tweet where Henry Shield said Peter Obi must be vice president?
Obviously, I will send the insinuations. I mean, he might not have said more.
And also, yes, and insinuations is different from all the tweets I've seen him say. I've seen him say that Peter Obi and Atiku must work together. There's no tweet like that. He has never said any tweet like that.
I will find the tweets. I'll find the tweets. Don't worry. But let me just finish.
But go on.
I think that as much as you're saying we can talk about we should push our whatever, register on ADC. Like you said the people that are even on Twitter, they don't have a voice. Do you think, okay, let me not put here on shoot. Do you think I don't know that Imam, that guy from Kogi, we all know he doesn't have a voice, he doesn't have a leg in the room. There are a lot of people on Twitter that we know don't have, even the PD boys or whoever is talking, right? A lot of the obedience too, they don't have a leg in the room. They cannot talk to Peter Obi tomorrow. They cannot talk to the coalition members tomorrow. So I feel like it is just a war of ignorant people on social media trying to be the loudest in the room, right? Because I don't see article. I can say Peter Obi can be on Twitter and he can actually, he's someone that probably comes on Twitter once in a while to read our tweets and see what we are saying. However, a person like Atiku, I don't see him as someone that is online. I don't think he's aware of a lot of things, right? So why is it we are not going to meet Atiku by force and point to his head and say, oh, he's Peter Obi or nothing? Why do you feel like it's a problem for just ignorant people to be talking on X? Why not just the way you always say that we can walk and chew gum? Why not push us to do the right thing while being ignorant on Twitter and shouting Peter Obi or nothing? Like, why can't we have the two wings or people that want to whatever Peter Obi or nothing? Because Atiku is not aware of these things. It's whatever they decide in the room at the end of the day that matters.
Okay, let me answer that question and you continue.
Let me finish. Let me just finish. For me,
okay, let me write it down.
It is not such a big problem for me. It is not a big problem. Like I said, I'm not one of those pushing Peter Obi or nothing. The highest I do is retweets. But people like Kweku, Ochila, right? I love his thought patterns. I like how he's always quoting them and giving, he will give values. He will say a lot of things. He will say what Peter Obi has done. And then he will still end it and say Peter Obi or nothing. So in my opinion, I don't think it is, I feel like the pushback you're giving on stopping us from, or stopping the people who want to just make ignorant noise versus the ADC people that are also making ignorant noise. It's majorly PDP boys were even tackling. It's not ADC people, right? The people we are shouting whatever online, it's just PDP boys. So I feel like it's okay for them to just be shouting at each other while the people in the room do the right thing. And then the next thing you can do is push this obedience. You've done it before. To focus on the right thing. Say you can do this. You can shout Peter Obi or nothing while registering on ADC or while doing whatever it is you need to do to make sure that we will secure the votes in 2027. That's my thoughts, right?
Okay, my son, you're not. I honestly speaking, you're not wrong. I'm not even going to say you're wrong. But you see where me I am coming in from now is that you say we can walk and chew gum, right? Right now we are not chewing gum. We're only walking. That's my problem. If I come on social media, if I come on X, and I see that majority of the conversations, that there's a pushback to conversations, I don't have a problem with that. But I can point to you now and tell you that I will ask you right now, go and look at the tweets of majority of the obedience. Majority of the people that are meant to be selling P2B, how many of them have sold P2B today? How many of them have put pressure on it? How many of them have talked about, have demarketed this government today? I want you now to tell me, you that have come and tell that we can walk and chew gum. Now tell me how many people have walked today and chewed gum. Tell me, I'm asking you. I just want you to tell me now. Please, tell me.
I'm trying to remember the tweet I retweeted. Oh, apart from Salako that keeps, I mean, that's the only person that is talking about the rubbish, whatever we have, the kind of politicians we have.
Wike gave land to his first son.
Mm-hmm.
He went under the radar. Gave land to his second son. He went under the radar. Gave land to his 91-year-old dad yesterday. What was trending yesterday was P2B or nothing. Coalition talk. This one, that one. That one, that one. APC are constantly destroying this country per second. Every second of the day. If we are doing all those things, doing the main job, the hard job, and we are talking this other one, you will not see me come here I will not even talk about this thing. But we are not walking and chewing gum. That is my problem. You can come out and you can have, and also sensibly address issues. Sensibly sell your candidate, because you need, at the end of the day, you need all hands on deck. Tinubu has, yesterday was on a live, I did not even know. Well, somebody, I don't know whether you run that Tinubu has, they have passed Tinubu for Tinubu to borrow extra $21 billion. I don't know who mentioned it yesterday. That was yesterday night. That should be a conversation that will be burning around the country this morning by the whole coalition people. But no, they open space early in the morning. Some people have open space 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning to talk about an event that will happen 12 months from now. I do not see any sense in it. Nobody can convince me to make me feel that there's sense in it. I don't understand. Our country is being sold before our eyes. People are supposed to salvage the country, focus on themselves, and leave the people that destroy the country to be having a field day. It doesn't make sense to me. If we were doing this and doing that, I will understand this walk and chew gum analogy. Fine. But why is it that majority of these people, our people, they like chaos? I keep saying that they like chaos. Thank you. Farming engagement. Because they know that this movement is built by emotions. I have been doing this for the past 3 years, trying to desensitize and break down the emotions of so many of our people. You cannot run politics on emotions. You have to be strategic. When you get into politics, you leave. If you can't take the heat, leave the kitchen. If I wake up now and make P2B or nothing conversation now on X, you will see I'll have 20,000 likes. Or your tweets that Tinubu have destroyed Nigeria, you will see how many obedience will react to it. The thing that will make Tinubu leave office, the thing that will make P2B become president, is you opening Nigerian eyes to see that Tinubu is a disaster. When I know they do that work. We know they do that work, the real work that has to be done. We're not doing it. We're focusing on doing who gets ego pass, who sabi do muscle pass. That is where I'm coming from. So it's either we focus on doing the hard job, APC, and I say this, Nigerians, we are meant to be people, we are meant to be students of history. And it's because we have failed to study history and patterns that is why we keep recycling the same set of useless leaders. That's why Buhari came into power in the first place. Look at the coalition that brought in Buhari to power. Look at the coalition that brought in Buhari to power. This ones, they even formed coalition, I think 2013 or 2012. The ACN, CPC, ABGA, G5 governors that came together. The moment they came in as a coalition and became APC, you never for one day for the next couple of years, Atiku had an agenda. Atiku wanted to be president. Kwankwaso wanted to be president. Tinubu, this criminal wanted to be president. Buhari wanted to be president. You never for one day saw them shouting, putting their agenda first, their personal agenda first, or their people pushing their agenda first. They simply went into the room and did the hard work of demarketing PDP. Every day they're telling Nigerians it's 16 years of PDP, 16 years of PDP, 16 years of PDP. Lai Mohammed was on TV every single day, ramping it in our brains. 16 years of PDP, 16 years of PDP, 16 years of... We were hearing it until we got tired. The Nigerians that had sense had to sell their sense to vote in a Dundee like Buhari. The power of messaging. And you now want to come and do a coalition that will take away the people that created coalition, and you're all behaving like children on social media for likes and retweets. And you want me to be in that room and I will not say what I want to say. I will offend you. Like when I'm doing cruise here, I'm spending my time and hours here every night. I come and make I play. Come on, man. We have to be serious. We have to have adults in the room that have to speak. But go on, my sister. I think you want to say something.
Yeah, but let me just say, like I said, right?
What happened? What happened? I lost you.
A call came in.
Okay, go on.
Like I said, I understand you. It's not like you're wrong. I just feel that if you know that you have a very loud voice in terms of followers and all of that, I feel like there's a place you push this to that will let some things fly, right? You're saying APC, we're going to TV stations. It is me, I cannot, nobody, I'm not, the people that are supposed to be going to TV station, they are not more than Tanko, the Nana, whatever her name is. Those are the people that will go to TV stations, or the people that are supposed to keep saying these things. It's not the normal people.
It is the normal people. Tell me, no, don't absolve yourself of the job. It is your job as an open. It is the way you're shouting. No, tell me, no. Tell me, wait. Tell me. I did not tell you to go to TVC. No. I said use your platform. I'm not telling you. We see we like running away from the job. Use your platform. Use your platform. As I'm using my platform now, use your platform. Use your Twitter. Use your X. Let's get these things trending also. Why should Tinubu be allowed to get 21 billion and Nigerians are not talking about it? Because the people that are meant to talk about it are talking about nonsense. We have to be serious here, please. We are trying to run away from the job. It is the job of Tanko. Is the job of Tanko to tweet for me? Is the job of Tanko for me to open a room? People that are opening lines up and down, opening spaces up and down. Why can't the conversation be about what is happening to Nigeria today? Peter Obi have come out and told people with his own chest, I will be on the ballot. I will be on the ballot. He have said this. You don't trust this man enough or what? What is this urge for constant fighting up and down? Meanwhile, people that the job were meant to do were not doing it. Tinubu don't borrow money past all the presidents they combined in 2 years, and we are keeping quiet. The only reason why APC are having a field day today is because we have failed as opposition, and nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear this hard truth that we have failed as opposition. God help us. Let's keep going though. Maybe I just hope we wake up before it is too late. Because what many of us don't understand is that that Nigerians, I say Nigeria have a very short memory span. We have wasted 2 years as opposition not doing the work we have to do. So Nigerians have spent 2 years with wrong messaging. You don't have the wherewith that Tinubu has. You don't have the reach Tinubu has in information and dissemination. You don't have the push he has. You don't have the finance that Tinubu has. Tinubu owns all your TV stations, all your newspapers, all your radio stations in this country. The one that you people have and control, social media, that people are meant to be pushing the message out. You people are using it to be talking about irrelevant things. Because as I stand right now, even if my candidate on the coalition is, let me see who, is Pantami. If Pantami is my candidate, Pantami can never be president. Today, next year, till next 2 years, why should I waste my time today on Pantami? It's not as if you're trying to sell P2B to anybody safe. Who doesn't know about P2B in that country? That's just my own destiny. That's just where I keep my own. Now why I keep them? We're not doing the job that we have to do. Everybody's running away, trying to find where they will cause chaos. Hard work of selling P2B, they're not going to do them. Hard work of exposing this government, and I don't go do them. And I just want miracle. My election happen by miracle. We will be here. At least when it happens, they remember that Saddam was the lone voice shouting. I was the lone voice shouting like a madman on lives. No one. Please, let me please, for viewers' discretion, please, I want to bring in the spirit of don't be say I know advice you now. If your ears they pain you now, because I won't bring it right now, now die. I have to drop you, Jaja, because you're not here. Please, if your ear no good, please leave and come back in 5 minutes time, please, for your sanity. If you don't say, let me calm down. If your emotions, because many of them are emotional people. If your emotion no choke, please. I don't want after 5 minutes to come and insult me because somebody insult person. Saddam, why you do this? Why did you do that? Why did you not want us? I'm warning people now. Don't say I not warn you. Please, you people are on X or TikTok or YouTube, you can leave and come back in 5 minutes time. I want to unleash the dragon. I want to unleash the Gandus of my life. I don't even need to call you. You know yourself or mute your mic. Ganduza.
Hallelujah. Our role is to make Nigeria a better place.
My brother, how far? A long time. They don't run already. They don't run already.
Simon K, he stand up. He said, I don't like the blood pressure. He stand up from the front. Come on, go where I don't know where enter. Truth comes with. That's what truth.
Yeah, in the craze. Which kind the air truth? Which kind they carry lamba 1 kilo in lamba? They say that truth. What is the truth? I beg.
Atiku has been contesting for president since 2007. The only time Atiku is relevant politically at presidential election is when he contests under the platform of PDP. In 2007, when he contested, he came number 3rd. In 2019, when he contested, he got 41%. In 2023, he dropped again to 29% from 41%. Anytime when he contested under ACN, the guy looked up. See, you see this ADC where Atiku don't carry enter. You no go even get up to that 30%. Because a PDP, the main PDP structure Maybe all of them go follow Atiku go where you. Atiku does not have grassroots all over. Now structure, Atiku always depend on party structure. And I'm telling you, the people where they carry go ADC, even in governor go work against them in his states. So that vote when you get 2023, the PDP structure, 70% don't come out. They don't go follow and go where you go. So, and if you look at the political scenario right now, the only person that is gaining from previous election is Tinubu. I mean, politically now, we're talking about politically. Some of the people, they strategize, they get followers, they bring people from the other side to his side now. Tinubu. The rest, they have been jumping from SDP. They started with SDP. Yeah. They pursue them over there. They can't go start to register one new party. I get pursue them. So we can come and contact Tinubu, say, Tinubu, your good work has collapsed coalition. To prove, to now that statement, I ginger them. So to prove, say, Tinubu, your work has not collapsed coalition. The Congo use desperation, go grab party, we get legal problem. As it is now, ADC has a legal hurdle to go. And let me tell you the danger of that. In that election, during we get that the second tenor, Amechi, APC, get legal hurdle. They lose in court. APC no present even one candidate, even state house. The same thing is about APC already get power. Now ADC when we say they don't even get councillor. Now one Congo defeat overcome this legal hurdle. When they tell people say there is nothing like coalition, they don't believe. Now I will be done. They say he go contest. I think we go contest. Now the coalition, they don't want to come and publicly confess say coalition has collapsed immediately. They do like this, I do like this. Before you understand now they see they are now internally displaced politicians. This guy, see, I tell you, Atiku, I'm from North. If they say no, don't go vote Atiku, don't go vote Tinubu. Tinubu now, you know, in that election, Tinubu predicted something. He said PDAPC. Now, what thing they happen now? Nigeria is now PDAPC. Or should governor where the PDP don't come out and say he will support Tinubu from a party. Akwa was with Atiku that election. He did with Tinubu now. Delta, even the vice presidential candidate of Atiku, he did with Tinubu now. Rivers, now PDAPC. Now, Kano, we go grab Kano very soon. Atiku will be left with 23rd position. If you not take time this time around, if we contest for the people, Obi will become better person pass Atiku. We go get vote pass Atiku. Obi, the vote will go carry come this time around.
No, your time don't finish. Your time don't finish. No, your time don't finish. I'll give you. Don't worry, I'll leave you. You're my special guest. I will still leave you here because it help me. It help me reduce my temperature. It help me reduce my temperature. Thank you, my brother. You don't try. Oh yeah, when I wake up, when I come back, when I come back, green. Let's get back to the serious business. Now that first of all, let me help you. You see what I've noticed about Nigerians. I said it earlier on that Nigerians will fail to learn from history. That's why we make the same mistakes time and time again. We fail to learn from history. A precedent has been set in Nigeria. You can when I don't come back, please signify in the comment section. Mine also I don't come back. Money is back. All right. A precedent has been set in the country. Politicians do not win general elections for anybody. Politicians do not win general elections for anybody. It's people, the people-powered movement. So when you say ADC does not have one councillor, Tinubu did not win an election. Now Tinubu lost woefully. Now Tinubu rigged the election. He knows. Now you self, you know. You self doubt that you know. Say Tinubu don't win the elections. You self, you know. If they tell you to make you swear with your life, say Tinubu win the election, now you know go swear them. Abi you go swear. Dauda. Unmute your mic now. You know what? Please open your mic again. Unmute your mic, Dauda. Please. Dauda, unmute your mic.
This is what we discussed with somebody earlier. I said the burden of proof is on the accuser.
Dauda. You go swear with your life, say Tinubu win the elections.
For me, Dauda.
Leave INEC. Dauda, leave INEC. Leave INEC. So Dauda, you go swear with your life. Say because no, just
no, it's not because of an affair, but I made a swear totally.
You will know they swear. You will know. I mean, I don't do my life. You go say, I swear. You know, I mean, I will not swear for my life. Hey, now I'm going to sleep this time. I don't go wake up tomorrow. That's you're going to say, what you do now? We don't see that again. You don't see that again. In fact, let me even play it for you. Make you see everything that happened. Look at that here. Something. I'll play that one. Now I hear this. Yeah, you like this. I know you particularly you like this. This thing, make I play now.
In the way and manner, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was honored and was buried. And you can see, even from in the way and manner, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was honored and was buried. And you can see.
In the past 24 hours, 2 top APC leaders have come out and said Tinubu has been buried. Tinubu has expired and has been buried. And Governor Hope Uzodinma say we honor and rest in peace, Bola. Who give? This one are the one we agree. That you tell me, I go agree. That is why I agree. You know, go tell me why I go agree. I agree this one. They talk say they don't bury him. Say the way he was honored and buried. Wait till they smoke for that APC. Wait till they smoke for that APC. Hey, my brother. Let's keep the conversation going. Oh, my brother, I just want to end you and tell you that, see, the truth of the matter is that politicians don't win elections for people. The people win elections. And unfortunately, 2023, the people slacked and allowed politicians to rig the elections. And my hope is that 2027, we can come back and say, no, Nigerians will stand up for their elections. Tinubu has no pathway to victory if the coalition is together. That is why for him it's important the coalition collapsed from its inception. And that's why I'm appealing to everybody, all sides, especially my side, to understand that this coalition is a baby that has just been born. After like so many months of hard talk, deliberation, they have born this baby. This baby has to crawl. But you guys are running. And a baby that has not crawled, that has not learned to walk, and you start telling that baby to run, that baby will collapse. And if it collapses, it's to the benefit of only one person. Keep your ego at check and understand what is serious. We need the coalition to take these criminals out of power. APC has to go. APC has to go. Let me remind you guys, this is exactly what I've been saying for so long. Nigeria, in the past 10 years, not one sector can you point to and say APC has developed in 10 years. Dauda, please unmute your mic.
Yes, sir.
Dauda, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Please, can you point to one sector that APC met in 2015 in Nigeria that is better off today?
One sector.
Yes.
APC. So that's why I used to tell people, right?
You know, when Jonathan was in power.
No, leave no. That answer my question. Just answer. Don't leave Jonathan. Jonathan has that is no. Listen. Let me rephrase the question for you again. Jonathan, let me agree with you. PDP failed.
Aviation.
PDP failed, and we took. Wait, now I'm coming. PDP failed, and we took PDP out of power for APC to come in. And I'm asking you, in the 10 years of APC in power now, what one sector has APC developed for Nigeria is better off today?
Number one, aviation.
Let's go one.
Number two, health is picking up. And when I say it's picking up, you know, the kind of reform that Tinubu is systematic, not like I wanted to use the example of Jonathan.
No. Leave. Jonathan failed now. You put replace Jonathan.
I want you to see how Tinubu becomes very important.
I don't want to hear. Just tell me the sector.
You see, Tinubu is building a system, and he's building Nigeria on system, not on programs.
Please. Forget the system or programs. Tell me the sector, the system and program has benefited.
I made mention of aviation.
Aviation, how? Explain to me how.
Aviation, now Nigeria was removed from the aviation watch list because we have taken some administration, and now we are the best in Africa in terms of aviation, ease of doing business in aviation.
You say what?
That's why you can see.
You say what?
No, man, see, I'm being frank. I'm not like we are the best in Africa, so not the best of aviation, because Ethiopia is doing better. The ease of doing business now that international. Do you know that it was Boeing that took Nigerian airplane companies to play fair and link them up with the companies because of the changes that we did.
Okay, Dauda.
Yes, sir.
Let's do percentage now, numbers.
There is education. I'm not finished.
Education.
They go and check the reform that is happening. Now they'll be streamlining our admission process.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. What was the JAMB cutoff mark in 2015?
JAMB cutoff mark?
Yes.
In 2015?
Yes.
I cannot remember exactly.
It was you should know now. Everybody knows JAMB cutoff mark over 400 is what? It's 200. That was the JAMB cutoff mark. It was 200. Everybody knows that it was 200.
See, I taught university for 10 years in Nigeria. I want to tell you that it's not uniform.
I am not saying university cutoff mark. I say JAMB cutoff mark. You taught university for 10 years. You know that there's a JAMB cutoff mark and university cutoff mark. That's separate things now. I said JAMB cutoff mark. What was JAMB cutoff mark?
I got the point.
It was 200. Today it is 150. How have there been progress?
No, this is what I'm saying. The reforms I'm talking about is that now our educational
Tell me the research institutes that in 10 years APC have better than in our institution.
What is happening with our medical colleges in Nigeria? 118 universities, 18, because Tinubu wants to address this japa of medical doctors. He sat down with these universities. What is happening? How do we produce more doctors? They said we don't have hostels to take more students. We don't have labs to train them. 18 universities, including my universities where I taught, University, medical colleges, and they gave them 110 billion.
Yeah. You see no, Dauda. You see my greatest problem with Tinubu. You see my greatest problem with Tinubu is that when you go and see his infograph of what he has done, you will just be seeing money, disburse money. In a country where you know that this money they will steal it.
Yeah, but they are coming after those who stole the money.
Who
Those that like this student will see.
Dauda, let me ask you a question. Wait, Dauda, let me ask you a question. I asked everybody on my platform yesterday. Who is the ICPC chairman?
ICPC chairman?
Yes. What's his name?
So we don't even know him.
What's his name?
I don't know himself.
You're a Tinubu supporter. You don't know the ICPC chairman that is meant to be in charge of pursuing these people now that are stealing the money, and you say that are coming after them.
Yes. They stole some huge amount of money from that student loan.
Now that let me.
They did the investigation on the ground. They didn't know. Now they have found out how much they even stole.
And where are the people that stole the money? What has happened to them?
Wait and see.
I should wait and see 2 years after. What has happened to them?
It was a recent investigation.
What has happened to them?
He
Now that tell me one high-profile person that have been prosecuted apart from Emefiele or Tinubu.
High-profile person.
Yes.
No, Emefiele on. I don't say politics, but Emefiele to do that.
Name one high-profile person that have been prosecuted under Tinubu that is a criminal apart from Emefiele in 2 years.
As Jonathan said, to fight corruption is not by bringing people out and embarrassing them.
Now that it have do. Let me. Don't worry. I'll still come back to you. I'll be coming back to you. Let me bring on up with the conversation. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, Oban Oracle, welcome to the live. You have 5 minutes. Welcome, sir. Meanwhile, I just want you guys to know that as we are speaking here on TikTok, we are streaming to. Sorry, Oban. Sorry, sir. Welcome. We are streaming to over 2,000 people on other platforms, on YouTube and on X currently. So, but if you're on that platform and you want to speak, you can see something rolling down your screens. If you want to just add your voice to the conversation, come to TikTok. This is a TikTok show. We just have to, because of the quality of the conversation here, we have to make sure that we can get a wider range of people to listen to us. So if you want to join the conversation, you can come to TikTok and you can request the mic there. If not, your comments will all do. Thank you. Oban, let me come to you. Good evening. Hey, Oman, hey, oh boy, see you. See you tomorrow, oh boy. Oh, wow, not which kind disguise is this? My brother, it's been a while, though. I'm losing you. I'm losing you. Your volume. Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever country is going to, whatever is going to. But see, I started coming back when I started hearing rumblings of the coalition and things like that. Like, there was an excitement because, see, I know the amount of hope that went into 2023. We can't, like, what people will never know. And I know we won the election, but I know the biggest problem we had was we could not defend our votes. In the Northeast and the Northwest, we had no presence. Like, there was nobody there to, like, there were some states we even won where there were so many polling units where we didn't have polling unit agents. You know this, like, everybody knows the entire stuff. So, in my head, Kyo is the most qualified candidate. Kyo has the people. But in the reality of the Nigerian space, it takes more than that to win elections. We know this. Like, it takes way more than that. You need to have people that, apart from people coming to defend their votes, which normally the people defend their votes in coalition with that. There's so much more that goes into winning the election than just what people can talk about or people can say. So I've always said the only shot we have in 2027 is if there's a strong coalition of people, which we include criminals that we and you used to attack on spaces. We know. And because I was one of those you talked about in 2014, because I knew what APC did. You see, a lot of people, like I keep saying, a lot of people here, most people didn't really follow. We either were not active on Twitter in 2013, 2014. So don't really get followed the genesis of how APC coalition together. Like you said, people thought APC was formed for one. No, APC was the one that wanted APC to get. Like, there were a lot of people that wanted it, but they had to go through their process. People wanted to be vice president. There were so many things that went down. So, you know how politics works. So, as far as ADC, when they said the AD announcement, I was like, whatever, like. And then it was like a bungled announcement, and then every time I'm like, people that missed their time, like all this nonsense. But then I spoke to someone the night before the ADC coalition. I guess it was in October, this watch or something that happened. I'm like, man, what was that? Who cares? I don't care. Like, I'm tired, like, that's going to be getting 2021, and worry about 2021. And then I saw the ADC coalition announcements. I saw the folks that were there. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Then I now started see how APC were actually criticizing the move. See, what gave me joy was there's an APC guy that I talked to, like some of the family members, and their conversation changed. It wasn't the same conversation that happened again. It was like, they won't give up this way. I was like, bro, what's the concern with APC? Why are you the baby? Then Mr. Skiamo, just all of the last day, like, there's something. These people, these guys are quick. These guys are taking their boots. And then if you notice the momentum we had, the first 2 days of the coalition, man, this was the first time in a long while where everybody, both APC, faced APC.
Facts.
Like, everybody was, like, those guys they were rattled. Like, it was crazy. They were so rattled. And I was like, okay, there's something there. When I started talking to people, okay, let's do this. I go back to my usual election mode. Let me reach out to folks I know back home. Let me know what's going on. I spoke to some obedience, some prominent people members. I really want to know, is this stuff real? Like, are you guys really working this? Like, yes. I was like, oh no, we have a shock. Like, that was the first time I felt, man, we have a real shock. I'm not really what's getting to where I can announce it. Like, I was like, okay, we have, I know, I was like, okay, because, see, you can see what we're at. You know this about. I was one of the biggest, I used to go at but I also know, I didn't think we would go to I know APC will not won or so in PDP without Arabic Shola. I know that man. See, I think also, I know Bats would not be governor of Lagos State in 1999 without Arabic Shola's effort like Lagos. 2007, Fashola to win. See, Arabic Shola, as Arabic Shola goes to Lagos State election goes.
Yes.
So, like, I'm like, when you look at every fire, I can't stand it. Man, dude, bro, we don't always face up every fire. We start finding it. But I also know that after Buhari in the north, the second, maybe someone is missing Atiku and Buhari, but to me, after Buhari, you have Buhari in the north. The second most important northerner, who I mean, it's my opinion, was every fire. So I mean, this also. But that's the book now.
Facts.
They will not. So I mean, and we also know the fights that is when the people go to work. So I'm like, and then they mark the rest of the guys that are on the table. I'm like, this guy, some of these guys are characters that,
they are crooks.
They don't this is in reality. There's the Nigerian we want, and there's the Nigerian that currently exists. And sometimes when we struggle, sometimes we have a complete dissonance of where we explain the current Nigeria correctly. Like we diagnose Nigeria, we diagnose that. When it comes to then say, okay, how do we overcome them? Then start we go out to our home and start giving this high morality standard. I'm like, I agree. See, I won't be a fair election, but you and I know, as God be there will not be fair election before the December.
Facts.
If that is not who that tried. If you think that's going to let people are voting out, then you have no idea what's going on. So, but then suddenly the conversation changed to where it became this and that. I'm like, I agree. See, I keep saying my prepared candidate is not even close. Then when I watch, I think was it when we did around or was it the next day? Peter talked about. I don't know that makes it up. Peter talked about so we did the 110. So someone told me that we had the 110 plan. And then Peter went on TV. I talked about the way this 110. The interview show was on Sunday, but I was back. And I was like, what the person told me the day before, and what Peter said on the show, I'm like, okay, there's convergence there. Now, also, I'm not naive. I think Atiku doesn't want to run.
Facts.
So, like, I am not. And someone said, I think it was in that I was saying about school that. See, there's something you can say Atiku will do. I, for one, don't like, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan. But do I think if you put him and Bat together to govern Nigeria, I won't think twice. Number one. Number two, in as much as we don't like him or whatever, is still that school knows to do one strong team.
Now, that doesn't mean we have to praise him or say anything nice about him. But let's free the man. See, one thing I tell people is, see the rest of the Northerners in that coalition. See, you think, let me ask you, Sarah, everybody, you think the rest of the ambition is better as well?
He does, huh?
You think he does? He does. Look at those key local guys. You think they don't have ambition to play this one? They do. Do you think, see, and this is why I go on just simple exercises. Do you think it will pay off if Atiku is president for the next 4 years? What would that look like if this one? Do you think I would see? I don't no, see, right now, those corners, which and this they are more principled, a lot more principled than politics than we are. We don't say it, but they know that it's going to get one good or bad. Which is why when people said on the interview that I wouldn't want to do 4 years, it wasn't because people, obviously, we can come out of the college, but it wasn't because people was 4 years. People like they put 2 8 year time. But people also understand the politics. They understand that, yo, these next 4 years, from 2021, there's an unlisted agreement that's from South. 2031, all us will pay back. So, like, those other guys that are earning the space, but also young, they know their best, they know their best option for any sort of 2021. A is for a salary to be $15 in one, it does 4 years. 2, even if the salary doesn't be $15, they want to fulfill that obligation and say, yo, when it came for a salary, back
yes.
You can't let say, oh, so that's so. And also, see what you can say about it. It's because he still had 6.8 million votes. Like, you can say what you want to say. He still has, when I lives in Dubai, he's an African person in Dubai. Yet, he was still he's a foreigner in Nigeria. He still was 6.8 million votes. You can't toss him away. See, people like that, you can't tweet him away. You cannot toss him away.
Fine.
All the things. Stop. See, you can't stop him from contesting. But like you said, at the same time also, if you notice what ABC have been doing, especially with the way they did the announcement, and announcement of them and PDP, from their bingo, they're using bad playbook back. See, what bad thing? What they did, when they use PK, use all of that, it's the same playbook.
Facts.
They're flipping the script. I'm sorry, if I got to go from here. But they're flipping the script back to you. Also, you said it, election is not, see, primary is, people who have checked the date primary to organize. It's really between April and June. Like, I remember the primary was May, because when people are declared was April or March. Then everything there after. Like, everything is still next year. See, we can shout. See, Atiku guys can shout Atiku or nothing to play. May next year. If those stakeholders decide to do it, it won't amount for anything.
Facts.
People are not so cool those one thing. Which now, this is where I have here. Don't get me wrong. LP, I don't know. I don't want to get into that conversation. PO said, I'm going to be on the ballot in 2047. PO is not a baby politician. And so this PO I don't agree with. Everyone has critics of PO. But one thing for sure that PO has done, that we have not done, PO has won governorship twice. PO has fought people that were crazy at that week. See, maybe you remind them about the bad brothers and like crazy deal. Like, PO has fought some people. Like, PO is not a very politician. So, when PO takes you to a coalition, I tell you to help me. I say, I'll be on the ballot in 2027. Understand that. My last point is, we can't, and we talk about how, whoever, I think they were saying, I think they were saying the comments and all that. See, it's not really about it. See, when we are fighting each other, it will help you obedience. And it's, I don't know both sides, but it's both sides. Like, it's like I was on mindset space yesterday. I was on Twitter space yesterday. Like, it's like, there's this atmosphere. I'm like, you guys should chill. We see. Our common enemy right now is APC.
Facts.
You're talking about health today. There's a cholera outbreak in Nigeria State today.
Nobody know now.
So the Minister of Information has not come up to say anything. So, like, you talked about you borrowing 20 billion yesterday. Like, APC right now, I think they are pretty serious. We already talked about it. They are pretty serious on getting to God majority. I don't think it's not majority. They're going to get to third majority in Senate, which means they're not going to negotiate with anybody anymore.
If other says they don't want to pass on them agenda, they will pass it and everything will fall.
What will happen?
So, to me, there are more pressing issues that we can address. And the last thing is, it looks like some of us have not learned from 2022. See, Twitter work is great. Hashtag whatever is cool. The real work is at the grassroots. I'm registered.
Facts.
I don't say or so state. Majority of those that are shouting people nothing. I will challenge you. Do you know ABC chairman or ABC ward chairman in the world? You don't. And you cannot see. You can tweet and all spaces from now to next year. I don't know. It's those stakeholders that will decide. So you can keep shouting from outside the house. It's not like outside the house. You see, the same mistakes we made with LP. I believe we made a mistake with the Labour Party, and I keep saying it. What mistakes we made, not us, but I believe collectively we made a mistake. Remember when we wrote LP up and down LP, where I said we should, where a lot of us were pushing LP up to government, which those guys were elected school or some fine. But there was a reason why a lot of us there were pushing getting to the party. See, I don't know, it's human beings, so that's it. The edge time we work at once. The direct timeline we work at once. Because I know one thing for sure. When it comes to crowds, in the 36 states in Nigeria, one person in that coalition has the most crowd. And I know that when it comes to organizing and mobilizing people to go to that primary center, there's one candidate that doesn't need to spend no money. That is supporters we pay ourselves to go there and go and sleep there for 3-4 days. See, we know that there's one candidate when it comes to the direct primary system that does not need to pay people. Because see, we have it.
Even the delegate system itself, we fit even pay the delegate self. What kind?
So, I'm not, people say trust. I mean, what is not about trust?
Nobody needs to trust you.
Husband and wife know they trust each other.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they check the wife phone? Why husband they work phone? Even I trust each other. So all those trust. Okay, see, my biggest example, and I'm going to use America for example. I know now. See, I tell you people, why? I'm not even by said about Trump. I tell people this. See, if you think we'll say, oh, why you can walk the disaster about Trump? If you really call Trump, it's Hitler. Like how I read, guess who's best way to realize it? See, politics is messy, and I get some of us are not used to it. But pipe down. See, even if you want to be honest, it's fine. The one problem I have is, see, last time, there's another one. There's another waterman who I usually say that this nonsense.
I don't block and mute all of them. I know they see their tweets.
I'll say this, and it's going to sound funny. A lot of us are obedient, but I've got to those places to ask you a question. Some of us have spoken to our own principal. One has come to guys on Twitter, PDD guys, I've spoken to your own principal. See, I don't understand the line. See, who needs to say, oh, Bill is they're not close to Bill now. It's a lie. See, it's not the same room with Bill. You don't talk to Bill. See those guys, they can't even get to the same compound. The article will be inside, or even the same street. They go there, they get boss, they get boss, they get
Exactly.
Do I have fears? Yes. I have. It's okay to be fearful, but we can't now turn that into where since the last 3 days, it's just tomorrow I was like, I'm really tired. I have to read certain words. Because I'm tired of seeing it. There are more important pressing issues in this that we can face. Let's be rules politically. Join the obedient movement. They have a new portal out. So many things you can do. Start putting things in your own, the little you can do. Let them play politics. Now this people nothing. Maybe when it gets close to the empty primaries, we can now show them our madness and show them that we will act, see that we run. Because are you saying you want to keep shouting from now? I mean, if you people have the strength to maybe, but you want to shout from now till May next year. Think about it now.
I don't. My brother, thank you very much, man. Good to have you back, Jari. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good to see you, my brother. We'll talk on the other side. Jimmy said did the background. They send us those scenes. No, you don't hear the submission. You know, we got stuck out. We got stuck out as it be because honestly speaking, it got to a point where my head come full. I'm like, I see people in my DM. I'm asking when they reach out, they say, Saddam, you're not saying that. I say, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? There is no point talking about an event that will happen in like 12 months time, probably.
Also, see, there's some angles that I noticed that are blocked. It's some ABC angles. So ABC guys, see, sometimes I don't think the psychological operation ABC. See, when it comes to governance, ABC zero. Because my brother was struggling to measure what it would be zero. See, but when it comes to that when it comes to Nigerian politics and psychological operation, my brother, don't measure
APC 100. I say it all the time here now.
See, we think, see, you know, I know we scratch our head now. See, you would think you understand propaganda. Let APC handle you.
APC first work is to make sure that they scatter the coalition from the inception. Their work is to be shouting, helping people shout. They have some people that are now taking Obi or nothing as a campaign. That's some people that are saying that it's Atiku or nothing else. Look at this idiot, this Waspapping that is being paid by Tinubu. That is paid by Tinubu. It's not something. If not be Atiku, they only to make sure that there's K. He doesn't like Atiku now. Yes, now he works on. No, he's actually under Tinubu's payroll. I'm 100% certain they pay that boy. So such a person is saying that if he thinks are not Atiku, then you people are jumping into a conversation not knowing that these people have been paid to create chaos in the midst of the only one viable for me. I say that P2B does not have a voting problem. P2B has a protection of his vote problem. That is INEC. And for you to protect your vote, you need mad people that are in the coalition today.
Maybe you should remind them how. I think people have such a memory. I don't think they understand how Jonathan was moved. I think maybe you should go back and listen to it. How maybe we can't put down what the operation APC from 2012 up to 2014. The way they planned that country. Bombs did not start going up until when we were about to move to Jonathan. Remember that when bombs started going up now, see, APC, the reason why I don't have to for when obedience got that was in 2014. I was in that sector. And I don't believe my sisters. The man who I came and see, you think psychological warfare and whatever you're calling it now, like APC, they are skilled at silent warfare. They know how, and they know how to tweak, turn. They're currently APC accounts right now. They're not going to this.
That are APC boys. Yes, that are APC boys. Fact.
That's why I'm not gonna write 6-page thread to someone that's you to find engagement. But at the end of the day, everyone has not the right to article or nothing. You have the right to say it. Feel nothing, you have the right to say it. But it should not devolve into this where we're not calling them murderers. You're not calling them names like when they now announce PO as
then you now come and start reaching out to them. Okay, we need your help. We need your support. Let's rally around together. You will only fight yourself for long. You understand this? God. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Jerry. Welcome. Guys, I beg you now. Jimmy don't come up. I have to jump. When I know this, so make I bring in my brain to the conversation. Jimoski, what's up, my brother? How you doing?
I've been listening. It was actually my wife that sent me the link. Yeah, my wife sent me the link. Say Saddam is on TikTok. It says see Otuba. I say, yeah, for where? No, I was here. I was actually here yesterday.
No, Jimmy come yesterday. We did together yesterday.
Yesterday. So I've been listening to the conversation. And I love the topic, coalition reality versus social media. I'm on the own social media path because number one, we cannot let them change the narrative. And Otuba was saying something earlier on that we're going to be shouting from now till make. Well, so be it if that's what's going to require. Because one thing I want people to know is this: they're trying to double cross PO. Because before PO came, normally when he wants to go on spaces, it gives a week notice. It gives a week notice, and there's a flyer all over the place. People will be retweeting it. But this time around, it was a night before I heard about it. A night before.
Jimmy, do you know why?
Why?
And that's what you go ask me. I go tell you why of that one now. The truth of the matter is that, because I know that there are so many people saying so many things out there.
Right.
The truth of the matter is that I was on a phone call with Pio, I think 2 days to that space, and he told me,
Right.
and I was like, let's make a flyer for awareness. He was like, no. The reason why is simple. The government have found a way to go on his phone has been bugged.
Of course.
So all his conversations, they listen to his conversations.
Right.
In fact, let me bust your head. As on that live, the first 2 people that requested mic was Sunday Dare, Tinubu's one of his media aides.
Yeah.
Sunday Dare was live requesting the mic there. So what they have done is that, so people for him is that he wanted to take them unaware. So if he gives a notice for them that he's coming live this week, they will plan everything to make sure that live doesn't come out well. So he does it. He had to say that he said, let us take them unawares. So it had to come out a few hours to the live. He said, Saddam, I don't care the out people that will come out. I don't care the numbers. I just have to come out and say what I have to say quick.
Right.
And you still see that he could not enter the live with his handle.
Yeah, he couldn't. And that was the reason why the after what's it called? The after space
Reactions. But people don't know all these things from the back end. That's why I was so pained in my head. So people don't understand that this man's phone has been hacked.
Yeah.
He cannot go on live with his phone.
So and that's the reason why I was suggesting if it was true StreamYard, the action, because StreamYard is a third party. So with the StreamYard, the action will be nullified. In fact, it will not go through the moment he wants to involve it. So it's third party StreamYard now.
I think it's phone. I think it's phone. I think he won't have to use his phone going forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he won't use his phone, number 1. Then number 2,
He should get a new phone, right?
we will get the new. We should get
some random phone. Someone's random phone.
and even with his own current phone, right? There's something he can do about it that he will see when they hack it, the date they hack it, and he will change the settings. I studied computer science, so I know about that. He can actually get
iPhone or Android.
I think he uses
Samsung.
Yeah, he uses a Samsung phone. So it's quite difficult to do all that. They will go extra mile. You need to be extra sophisticated to actually go through Apple that way. And the setting for Apple, the way they can penetrate your Apple is through the Wi-Fi. That is the only way they can penetrate, and that's the so it's through the Wi-Fi. So, but anyway, the point is this: you can tell that there was an agreement, right? And it was almost as if they wanted it to be like a gentleman's agreement, but they wanted to be out there publicly, let your people know about it. And if you listen carefully, when Sibu asked that question, he answered. He said, all he needs is just 4 years. He said, in fact, if they give him 3 years, he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the country back on track within that 2 years. And he said, look, if I'm meant to live, we're not going to live on the 29th of May. PO specifically stated that by the 28th of May, we would move that place. So there was clearly an agreement based on that. But guess what? All of a sudden, we're hearing different kinds of things. And I have to pause it.
Who are you hearing these things from?
Sorry?
Where are those things coming from?
My insider, PDP.
Well, it's okay. PDP boys, man.
No. When I say PDP, not all these ones on social media. People through my dad. My dad is a pure linguistic person, so he has friends all over the place. In fact, I even reach out to Jackson because Jackson is all about. He was traveling around. We wanted to have a conversation with even Atiku himself, but would not be able to. So it was more like my dad's friends that are into politics. I couldn't reach out to him. He's a pure APC guy. So the PDP guys, I told them, I said, look, I would love to have them on my platform so they can speak about it. They say it will never happen because they're not ready to put themselves out there, but they will give me the necessary information. And why did this happen? Simply because when I made an advert about my platform and everything, I sent it to them. So they asked me what I intend to do. I spoke at length with them, and they were like, oh, yeah, so when you get information, you'll put me over. They'll let me know. But then coming to speak on my platform, they don't want their voices out there. They don't want their faces out there. So it's not all this, Twitter media voice. And Twitter was asking me, what are my sources? I said, these are reliable people that I know. So when they told me that, they made it clear. Things agreed for 4 years. In fact, the idea was, why would he agree to such an agreement? Why 4 years? Why can't he use 8 years? The point was, Tinubu has already taken 4 years out of the 8 that power is going to go to the south. Then the remaining 4 years ready to take it. And Atiku is ready to take over after that 4 years. That was the talk they had at that point in time. And I was like, okay, well, as long as it's real, but people are beginning to now push for who the vice president is going to be, who the vice president is going to be. I was scared that the VP issue is going to cause a problem because there was talks about L-Rufai or no L-Rufai, the legal time. I was talking to Zari in the Cato. I was talking to a lot of people. There were concerns, genuine concerns about those. But now, we now got to realize that when I knew something was up, was when I tried reaching out to the PDP boys that I know on social media, Jackson and Denver. There was no positive response from them. In fact, they were not even picking on my calls. That was when I got to realize that, okay, no one, something is going on. So when Theo had the meeting he had recently, he said it on the Zoom. He said, look, you guys need to make as much money as possible. Like they are cutting corners, specifically Atiku is cutting corners. Meaning they had an agreement and it's going behind. And now here's the thing, the people Atiku is going to meet, to talk to, these are people that are ready to die for you. These are people that are really ready to go out for you. And you're reaching back to him to let him know, this man not going to make me. You gotta do something about it. And that was exactly what happened. And he came out to speak about it. So all the noises, in fact, when I heard that on Monday, I thought to myself, I think at this point in time, we don't really know what is going on. So I'm just going to back out of this for now to understand the real issue here, to understand what the plan is. Then another point I picked up at one point in time was the fact that they want to create as much confusion as possible. And the point is this: Tinubu is so influential and he has the resources to infiltrate whatever coalition, whatever party that he was ready to run on. There is enough time to do that, enough resources to get it done. So part of their plan is to make sure there's so much distraction that they don't know who is going to be running, number one, on what platform they're going to be running on, and how they're going to be doing it. So when I heard the news on Monday, I wasn't even sure if it was part of the strategy or the confusion. Because remember, when they wanted to do the coalition thing, they had to rent out 3 different locations just to devalue the whole thing. Tinubu was not around. He had to call Wiki, under your nose, you allowed this to happen. That was why Wiki was furious. It was just throwing tantrums throughout the whole week. For the rest of that week, it was furious about it. The first place, they cancelled it, they blocked it. The second, they didn't know about the third place. And they were prepared, the coalition people were prepared. They knew about the fact that they would go to court, about what is going on within the ADC. They knew all that. These are first-class information. But you see right now, we have a set of people, most especially women, that are ready. I don't think they are bothered about how long it's going to take. They've been shouting since when the election finished. And we are worried about them shouting now. it's a war of narrative. And if you guys remember, I spoke about conformity experiment. It is when they keep saying something over and over again, and you allow it to happen. Before you know it, it will rub off all over you, and you just chill along. You feel comfortable around such news. So right now, whatever it is going on the TV right now, the people are pushing back. It's one way or the other. They'll get tired about it, or one side will be tired about it, or a solution or
Jimmy, let me come in here, right? Let me come in here. Maybe you did not hear my submission when I started. I don't have a problem with people trying to push back, but I want to say this, and I want to say this, and I want us to hold ourselves accountable. Let's try and hold ourselves accountable for once. There is Tinubu currently destroying Nigeria. He has been doing it for the past 2 years plus, and he has been comfortable destroying this country for the past 2 years. I have not seen obedience, PDP boys, and in fact, let's accept that the opposition has failed in the job of holding Tinubu to account woefully, and we have failed in that job. And now that there's meant to be a coalition that the outcome of the coalition, the outcome of this coalition is to produce a candidate that will take Tinubu out of power, right? That's the outcome of this coalition.
Right.
Why are we more focused on the outcome than on the process that will produce that outcome? And the process right now entails doing the job that we have failed to do for the past 2 years, which is holding this government accountable, putting the sins of APC to the faces of Nigerians, making sure Nigerians because you see, there's something I tell people, is that one of my major fears about the revolution in Nigeria is that Nigerians might end up eating themselves, looking at themselves as enemies, than focusing on the people that are destroying the country, because Nigerians have a very short memory span. Nigerians are massively uneducated. Nigerians, as we speak right now, many of them will be fighting. Go and meet old women suffering in the market that are poor, and some of them will tell you that Tinubu is trying. There is no actual, and the reason why they can say Tinubu is trying today is because opposition has failed to let them understand that Tinubu is actually their problem. So I expect that right now, everybody that's on the table, on the coalition table, should be doing the hard work of demarketing APC. That is our job now. Because no matter what happens, no matter the meeting going on behind the scene, no matter the kind of people that are going to go and meet, Atiku is going to go and convince and beg them, let him be his candidate. No matter what they do, a decision for that ticket cannot be made today. It cannot be made next month. It cannot be made in 5 months' time. It cannot be made this year. So why are we focused on the outcome when the job we are meant to do, to be able to convince Nigerians, we are not doing that job? If we were doing that job successfully, imagine the APC, the PDP people shouting. Imagine obedience are shouting. Imagine the effort if all of us are coming together to be calling out this government. Success, as in together. Do you understand the weight it will be?
That 20 billion story you talk about. You know, that 20 billion we have thrown under the radar for the last 3 days.
21 billion. Nobody is talking about it in space.
Besides the 21 billion, also about today, he has requested for another $347 million.
Guess what is going to be trending tomorrow and next week?
Peter Obi or nothing, or Atiku or nothing.
And also, let me say this: your concerns are valid. We will refuse to think that Atiku will not carry the cost. Right?
He has to. He has ambitions.
There's nothing wrong with him because that's not his brand. His brand is a double crosser. That is his brand. Right from Obasanjo 2003. That's what he has always done. And guess what he has always done? He has always failed at it. He has always failed it. Every time he tries to double cross, he always gets to fight it.
Yeah, he does. He does.
No, I'm not. I am not. Initially, I remember people at this point. It's. I'm not saying people don't do it.
Right.
Just analyzing it. To me, there's no. And it's a reality. See,
Otumba, you're sugarcoating this one. We should not be doing this. I mean, I know they're like, let's tell ourselves the truth. We should not, for me, this is my own sense. As it stands now, we should be doing the hard work.
Do you know how quickly Twitter will fall on its head and will go see? One thing that I know that obedience own and can't give up ground for forever, even though some of us are amazing organizing and all that. See, that's social media. It's not even obedience. See, that's social media. I can say if there are 100 Nigerians if you just run 100 Nigerians on social media, 60-70% of them either like Twitter or can't stand APC or people. So, to me, see, that narrative, what they will take those boys between narrative is just when the PO comes and says tomorrow, oh yeah, this is direction, narrative call. See, they will run. They will run. They can't control any narrative. They can say what they want to say. If tomorrow, PO thinks,
So let me say this so we can move on with other people. It's unfair on them.
Yeah.
Don't carry our Twitter while I'm on. All right. So I think we should give it time. Today is Wednesday. I consider it as one of those initial grab. The news breaks and people want to jump up on it. As time goes on, the narrative will change and the people will focus on what. I don't think this thing is going to happen anytime from now. It's a situation of letting the issues run out naturally instead of we now trying to let them see the reason why we should focus. I mean, we're big enough to do different things at the same time. Yesterday, you've been on Tinubu's neck for the past couple of days now, close to a week, regarding the sins of APC for 10 years. That's one thing. You gathered a lot of people yesterday on the live stream, over I think 3,000 people, yesterday. So that's one thing.
Jimmy, what I'm saying now, then why it is only like it's only Saddam that is doing it? Why is it not every platform that we have are doing this thing? Why don't have coordinated messaging? It's because we are not still at the grassroots, divided, fighting for what is not going to be given to us till maybe in the next 8 months. That's priority. That's a misplaced priority. For me, my priority right now is opening up Nigeria's eyes to hear that now 10 years of APC be this, so 10 years. Let's keep hammering these things. This is the message we should be giving our people.
Let's talk about the things that he's doing now. The 21 billion they just signed.
Exactly. That will throw it away from here now. These APC bandits. Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, you know the way you talk. Hey. The guy are heavy bandits. Wait, I'm like saying one cannot find that guy. I don't see him again. I am Mohammed. Omo, if you meet him twins for this TikTok, I don't know what I do that guy. They come again. That one, if you just open your mouth, you go mad. If you just open, if you just talk, people here gonna be say, no, don't allow him, don't allow him. Yo, the guy name yo. If you speak for him for here, you go mad. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, guys. I never move the conversation. Thank you, Otumba. Thank you, Jimmy. All right, Nedu, what I need today. Welcome, bro. Sorry, guys, for taking that time. These are my brothers that we. No. I got do nepotism. I got do nepotism for this one. These are my brothers. Maybe say we fight 2023 together. I know easy. But God, my brother.
God is watching all of you. Salam alaikum, my people. We've been here for some time now listening, and I'm going to make it short as much as possible. I just want to agree partially with some of the things that Jimmy said. I want to agree partially with most of them. I just like during the day I made a tweet, and that tweet I made is that there is this psychological warfare, that these guys have declared on P2OB and the obedience movement, and it was intentional. And that thing was highly powered by some elements. I've gotten intel, like I said, and I will just keep it to myself, and and the few other people that shared it with me. I mean, like 1 or 2 people that shared it with me. But everything is well coordinated, and we don't need to keep quiet. I like most of the things you have done, giving them feedback. That feedback we gave them today was second to none. I love it so much. But we're not here to attack the person of Atiku Abubakar. No, we're not fighting with him. Atiku is our respected elder brother and father.
Yes, it's our daddy.
No issue with him. Yes, we have to. If PO can give him maximum respect and call him his respected elder brother, that is how we ought to behave. So we're not fighting him. Our major problem, apart from people in power, Tinubu and his gang of Lagos, are these mechanites, these Mechano boys, these PDP Jajaweeds. These guys that have lost their common sense of sanity. Do you understand? These guys that are constituting nuisance everywhere on the media, they are our problem. They'll just sleep and wake up without no plan, no ideology. They will just come around just to cause wahala. All they want to do is just to masturbate with PO's name and obedience. And it's not funny at all. But, one of the issues I'm having with some of us is that we have refused to block them. We have refused to block them. The earlier you learn to block, I ignore as much as possible. Most of the time, I'm so tempted to fire from all cylinders or just hold my peace. They will write nonsense, write one kind nonsense, I will just hold my peace. I've blocked as much as I can. But if you guys, I don't mean the host, I mean some of the people listening here, if there's a way you can block some of these guys, please block them. It's not funny. That Kaduna guy that is peeing on his
What's happening?
If you know what you need to read, do it to him. That guy is busy farming engagement. He doesn't need it. Stop behaving like mad people. Hey Joe, mad Binyo, this is too much now. Every time Dick and Harry will just come make a statement. You are there masturbating with him. It doesn't make sense now. Let them be. Block them off. That Kaduna small boy now, and that one that pees on his pants, that came to scam people, that his brother was kidnapped.
Yes.
Just him, all of them. These guys are so. Look at this this Billy boy I've been waiting at the Eastern guy that just came down that started making noise now, looking for engagement. And obedience are giving him maximum engagement. Don't reply. If you want to read and waka they go. Don't even engage them. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Because the more you're engaging them, the more. Look at Reno. The reason why Reno is making noise today is because of obedience. We give him the microphone.
Facts.
We're the one that is feeding him and his family. Today, Reno is in Seychelles. Tomorrow is in Greek Island. The other one is in Thailand. Where is he making all the money from? Maybe Tinubu they give him all the money. I'm not saying Tinubu is not paying him, but what I'm saying is that we're the ones enriching him. That engagement we are giving to them is what is enriching them, and it doesn't make sense. So beyond that, let me go back to this. This coalition we are talking about, the coalition have come to stay. Will there be a coalition? The answer is yes. Is PO part of the coalition? The answer is yes. Will PO be contesting for election? The answer is yes. Will PO move to ADC? I can't tell. Will ADC be the party for the coalition? I can't tell. I'm not saying it is no or it is yes. No, that's what I'm saying, but I can't tell. Now, PO is playing his game, and we need to trust the process. The earlier we trust the process, the better for us. We should be able to believe our leader and that this man is leading us right. The only thing you owe PO is prayer. Oh God of creation, guide PO right. While we do the rest of the work we need to do at the background. That is what we need, nothing else. So, joining people to fight him, all those things, it doesn't make sense this time around. We need to focus. We need to focus on dismantling APC as a party. Why do we need a coalition? Number one, because our hospitals are worse than mortuaries. That is why we need coalition. Why do we need coalition? Because Tinubu said, if I don't give you people power, vote me out. Tinubu, it's time to go. You have failed. Why do we need coalition? Because they stole the money meant for Neo Fund. Over 70% of the money was stolen. Nobody talks about this. Why do we need coalition? Because Tinubu is running a sectional government. Sectional government of Lagos for Lagos and for Lagos. Everything is just Lagos. It's not running a national government. So we have many reasons why we need the coalition, and this should be our focus. Not just like Saddam said, not fighting over who takes over, whatever. We need to be fighting, but our fight needs to be very, very critical, so that I won't take time. I'm a nice guy. Saddam, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. You just listed a whole lot of things why we need a coalition. I think I have to employ somebody that will help me and be cutting these bomb submissions for repost, because many things I've said here, I think millions of Nigerians, need. Now that why you go omit your mic now? You don't get without the APC party. I don't get this thing. I am bringing Onome Kokori. Welcome, my brother. Good evening. It's been a while, though. Welcome.
You know the guy already now, so you will bring and come. They say stop looking. They're not gonna make you not bring out big teeth. But does that small pikin get lips to take cover them? And the parent do that. So all those people, you know them already. So my thing is this: I agree with. There's one guy I really agree with most of his submission. I think it's Jim. I think it makes a whole lot of sense in a way, and I agree with him in some of his position. But my thing is this: coalition is good, though. I will not lie to you. Tinubu has done a very bad job. But one thing I want us to understand: the conditions of how the APC came into government, which I know you are aware of because you are quite knowledgeable on Nigerian politics. In 2024, that they defeated Jonathan, it's not the same, because those PDP governors and those PDP bigwigs, they betrayed Jonathan. So those factors also worked against Jonathan. Jonathan was then Tinubu were in the opposition. Now, I let you talk about a little bit about what people are actually doing. Jonathan was a calm and a Democrat. That's why during his time, you can see the opposition, the Tinubu's organizing themselves in an organized way, pushing back on it, because that man was very democratic. We would have expected at that point in time, even when I was looking at it, that if Jonathan actually wanted to come back and win that election, he's supposed to replace the INEC chairman. Then that was my mindset. Tinubu would do such a thing. Jonathan would not. So I've said it here before, Tinubu is a very formidable force. Whenever the opposition, there's no opposition in Nigeria right now. Because you cannot compare what Tinubu did in 2024 and prior to that period, that now galvanizing to what those propaganda that used to take out Jonathan out of the system is not available right now. Because the man that was in government there was a calm man. Tinubu, now you organize yourself in any way, they're going to cramp you. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. So I'm just speaking to that part that they said, people are not doing so much. You know, I see people don't want to do so much, but people are reading the room and they know what this guy is capable of. He's no respecter of the law. He has all the elements of the state in his pockets, the police, the EFCC, the SSS,
they're under his beck and call. Now, for me again, I feel P.O. sold himself short. I don't know, and this is my position. What's his name? Atiku. As we all know, let me not say we all, for those that know, Atiku is going to contest. Whether they do open selection or whatever, Atiku at the end of the day is going to end up to be the ABC coalition. Atiku is going to be the presidential flag bearer. I'm saying it today. Whether anybody agree with me or not, but I can speak based on his antecedents. Historic perspective always play a key role. For him to still have that, he's a very ambitious man. He wants to be president of Nigeria, but he's not going to work for him, but he doesn't care. So for P.O., I like the fact that there was a kind of game that...
Onome, can you give us these antecedents, please?
The antecedent that P.O. No, the antecedent is that from 1993 that he won as SDP, he has always keep coming to run for presidential.
Did he emerge in SDP?
He did not emerge.
Did he step down or not?
He lost to 1993. He lost to.
He actually stepped down.
Yeah, when I stepped down, but he lost to Abiola.
He stepped down for Abiola. He stepped down. He stepped down, and his vote was partly what helped Abiola win the elections.
Yes, he stepped down for that one.
The same thing in 2003. The same thing in 2015. So if you speak about his antecedents and say he wants to contest, he also has shown antecedents of also stepping down. So you cannot make a blanket statement. Onome, you cannot use. I'm holding you to your words. You made a blanket statement that is based on falsehood. I'm telling you that his antecedents, he has shown that he has always stepped down. A man has. I'm coming, please. Wait, let me meet you. I'm having this feedback from you. A man has every right to aspire. Atiku has every right to aspire. Like he has shown in the past. He has a right to aspire. Has he shown in the past that he steps down for other candidates that are better than him? Yes, he has shown it time without number. So you cannot make a blanket statement like your God that he's going to be the next candidate when he has shown in the past that he has always stepped down for bigger candidates. Popular candidates. You might necessarily not mean when he steps down in 2015 for Buhari. Buhari was more popular than him. Buhari had more votes than him. He was the vice president in democracy. He stepped down for this thing. So let's when we say these things, let us also be mindful of that fact also that this man has also shown antecedent. You cannot make blanket statements and allow it fly, please. But God, let me give you your 2 minutes. Let me sit back your 2 minutes. Go on, please, Onome, go on.
One thing I will know that I know, and I've said it. If you believe that Atiku Abubakar is going to step down for Obi, fine by you. I agree with you. But I said one thing. The conditions are not always the same. In as much he stepped down before, and in as much as he has run as a presidential candidate, I'm looking at the standpoint that right now is looking at number one, come 2027, Atiku will be 81 years old. He was born in 1946. Come 2021, he's going to be 81 years old. So it's looking like a last shot for him. Because if he missed that, it means in another 4 years, he's going to be 85 years old. Now, if you believe that, fine. But for me, Onome, I'll say it right now, and I know it, Atiku is going to, at the end of the day, end up to be the presidential flag bearer. That is my own understanding, and I believe that, and I'll stand by that. For my thing is, I believe Obi should find a way to consolidate on his popularity. Obi contested in the last presidential cycle and was able to pull 6.1 million votes. I hear you say, oh, he won the election, but I want to go by, even though I want to agree with you, but based on information out there, INEC is the umpire, and they said Tinubu won, Atiku came second, Obi came third. So let's go by that, for instance. Atiku gathered 6.8 million, Obi gathered 6.1 something million. Now, Obi won two geopolitical zones. He won in the south and one in the south Southeast. Obi also came second behind Tinubu in the North Central. So what does that tell me? It tells me that Obi, under that period of 8 months, he was able to galvanize a lot of support and came third marginally behind Atiku that has been contesting, that has always been pushing himself out there. So for me, he has more strength compared to Atiku. All he needs to do is to work on the northeast and northeast and northwest. That is what I think he should do. Because at the end of the day, even though you are saying, okay, let's not bother about the eventuality of who is going to carry the flag-bearing position, but it's something our eyes also needs to be on the board. Otherwise, there will be distraction. If he goes in there and they deceive him and they come out short for his leg, a lot of people would have lost interest before you begin to start to bring people back again. It's going to take time. Election timetable is already fixed. We are counting down. So the earlier the better. You know where you stand. You start work towards it right now. It's an Herculean task, but it can be done. But my thing is, Obi should try to consolidate himself on Labour Party. That is the way I see it. He should make, I know Labour has their own challenges. He's been out there and he said he's going to contest as a presidential candidate. And I want to believe he's looking at it, whether it be Labour or somewhere else. But Obi also knows that Atiku, he knows Atiku more than anything. And me, I know Atiku that Atiku will not step down for anybody. So that is my own. I submit.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. I'm happy you ended up by saying Obi knows Atiku more than anybody. So he knows him better than you, right? And he knows him better than me. And he went to the coalition with Atiku. So you cannot know Atiku more than Obi as you claimed. And as I also believe, right? So whatever you think or you believe is what you say. One thing I'm going to say is, sorry, please, get mute your mic, please. Oh my goodness. What I'm going to end with is that we are not in the season of knowing who is going to be the candidate. I'm ending there also again because what I've noticed is that we Nigerians, in our quest for looking for good governance, we forget that to get good governance, you have to do the work of getting good governance. That is why I've kept my own. And that's why I keep saying it. What happens in that room in 8 months' time from now will be determined by the work you guys do today. The work that everybody puts their hand and do today. What happens in that room? Permutation, no. Not permutation, no. Using your hand to swear who will be on the ballot, who will not be on the ballot. It doesn't change anything. It will not put food on the table of Nigerians tomorrow. My job is to let Nigerians understand that we have to face our battles one step at a time. You cannot be in primary 6 and say you want to write JAMB to enter university. You have to first of all from primary 6, go to JS1, pass JS1, go to JS2, enter JS3. Life is a process. Life is a process. And that is why for me it is important I keep hampering on this for Nigerians to understand. Many of us that are shouting today are accidental politicians. We do not care about our country. We never used to care about our country till 2023 until Peter Obi presented himself. I'll use myself as an example. Until I saw someone that I could align with what he believes as a person, with what his antecedent as a leader, things that he has done, then I could resonate and say, this is a person worth fighting for. This is a person that I can vote for, I can campaign for, I can put my money for, I can push for, I can sacrifice for, and millions of Nigerians saw the same person. So the first time in the history of our country, Nigerians actually participated in the process. So for me, My greatest problem right now, the greatest albatross Nigerians have right now is uprooting this evil cult, this cult from hell called APC. The cults that have come in, and in the past 10 years, nothing has gone. I platformed one of their strong voices on TikTok tonight, and I asked him, in 10 years, name one sector that has improved in 10 years of APC. One sector you cannot mention. He's calling aviation. When you go and check the price of tickets today, aviation, and 5-10 years ago, you see the difference. When you see how many airlines have run out of business in 10 years, you see the difference. There is not one thing you can point to that 10 years of APC have guaranteed Nigeria that we have excelled in. And Nigerians, this is not a common conversation for Nigerians now. Then there's something wrong with us as a people. Our conversation as a people should be that a conversation centered on uprooting this satanic cult called APC. A cult that has made Nigerians not to understand that 4 years. Imagine when you tell people that you can fix a country in 4 years. They look at you like, what is this man saying? Actually, you can terraform and change and fix a country. You start seeing the work in 4 years. You will see it is not rocket science. But APC have made Nigerians to believe it is not possible. Our job is to reorientate Nigerians, educate Nigerians to know their problems. When the time for politicking comes, we will do politics. Now is the time of advocacy. Now is the time of spreading the knowledge. Putting pressure on these criminals in power. Tinubu has borrowed in 2 years what Obasanjo, Yaradua, late Yaradua, Jonathan, Buhari. You sum up all what those men borrow. Tinubu has borrowed it in 2 years with nothing to show for it. He has not built one new hospital in 2 years. He has not built one new university in 2 years. You cannot, you point to tell you Coastal Road. Coastal Road is the only thing they can talk about. Coastal Road in 2 years. I know he gave money here, nail fund here, fund, disbursing funds across the country, sharing funds to people that he believe that that money is actually using to buy their conscience, giving politicians huge, humongous money in constitutional projects and constituency projects, releasing money to governors that the money that these governors are going to siphon. The bodies that are meant to checkmate the criminality going on in this country, EFCC and ICPC, are all moribund, pursuing Yahoo boys. These are the issues Nigerians should be talking about. Not grown-up Nigerians opening up lives, opening up spaces every single day, shouting, it is this candidate or no candidate, for an election that will happen in 2 years' time. The people you're meant to conscientize and educate and open their eyes to understand that this is their problem before that election, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. We are not doing that work. If we have done our job, nobody supposed to get mind today. Come out saying the APC supporter in public. They're supposed to hide their heads in shame. They're meant to be hiding their faces in shame. No one industry you can point and say Tinubu have been attracted in 2 years. Not one. Where is the FDI? No investment is coming to the country. These are issues we should be hampering or we should be talking about. It is just so many things to talk about that this government has done wrong. And we're not talking about it. The people that are meant to be in the room talking about these things are all focused on their personal and selfish ambitions, not the ambition of the country itself. And that's where I'm pushing this as a wake-up call to every one of us, that in your quest to respond to some people that do not matter, you can always redirect the conversation for Nigerians to understand. Look at our problems. So APC is our problem. APC is our problem. APC is our problem. As long as that party continues to exist, we will never get a country that works. And if we allow Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his gang of criminals consolidate in 2027, let us kiss democracy goodbye in that country. We will never be able to elect our leaders anymore. These criminals, look at the kind of people that are giving him as governor. Monday D7. The worst of us in the society is who these people elevate to power. Like you can see. The worst of us. Education has scam for these animals. We are dealing with criminals, and for us to get back our country, we have to make sure we come together, the sensible ones. So I'm not talking about the ones who don't get sense. The ones we get sense. And we're in abundance. But the problem that we have misplaced priorities. I call it misplaced priorities because we are not prioritizing. In economics, there's what we call scale of preference. In your scale of preference, you have to you will list out things. Then you now look at your money where you get. What can your money buy? You now start spending from your scale of preference from the top. There's some things you cannot afford, you cannot buy, but when you've covered up the main things, you're good to go. In our scale of preference, today as Nigerians, a candidate for the next presidency against Tinubu should be the list of what we should be talking about today. A word is enough for the wise. Thank you guys for joining the Emir Sirdam Show tonight. Thank you to every one of you that came out. I see a whole lot of you, thousands of you guys on YouTube and on X right now. God bless you all that came out today. We'll be back tomorrow, but tomorrow is going to be on the violence space. So you can join us if you're on. We'll be streaming it also. I'm going to see how I can multitask, streaming the violence space and the live also tomorrow. I'm going to see if it is possible. But if not, just thank you to every one of you that have come out tonight. Thank you to all of you that came out. God bless you guys. I know I made so many strong words today that touched many of you guys, but I am not sorry because honestly speaking, the truth has to be told. That is where I come from. I am honestly not here to make people happy, even though I want us to be happy, because for me, the greatest happiness we can get as a people is when we fix our country. I know many of us are in diaspora. Many of us want to go back home to a country that works. Even the children of the roasted corn, even Tinubu supporters that support him, they cannot come back home under Tinubu's administration because they know that Tinubu is a failure. That's why they stay in diaspora and support him. That's why they stay in diaspora and be shouting up APC, like Dauda, my brother. They can't go back home. I know many of us are yearning to go back home, but we can only go back home when we, as a people, when we get a country that works, a safe country, a country where the rule of law is applicable. Wike came out today and was boasting that Tinubu is his boy, that he has the whole judiciary in his pocket. Wike came out today and was boasting that Tinubu is his boy, that the judiciary is in his pocket. Now, if it is not him, Tinubu will not be president. That is not a country where any sensible person will come and invest. I know a woman, a friend, that lost $200 million worth of investment for this coastal road because criminals rediverted the roads. A road that they were meant to pass through the coastal, they rediverted it because they asked her to pay 200 million naira bribe. She refused. She had 18 hectares of land. They cut in the middle of that this thing. They took away 9 hectares. $200 million worth of investment gone. Which sensible person will come back and invest their money back in a government like this? A government that is run by criminals, for criminals, and by criminals. Nobody's going to come in and invest their money. That's why his supporters in diaspora cannot even go back home and invest. They are running away. We have to fix Nigeria so that even his supporters, with the bad intention they have for us, will come back to Nigeria and invest. Even if they don't want to invest, they can come back to Nigeria in peace. Not if you come back to Nigeria, you'll now be hiring. Look at a young man that left Australia. Left Australia and came back. After how many years? In Enugu State, he was unalived. How many people like that? You can go back to Nigeria and you just go back and you will not come back again. That is the unfortunate truth about this country. Our country is so unsafe. If Nigeria was even safe, let's just say Tinubu even worked on the security aspect. But nothing. All our security policemen are with the VVIPs in society. This is the reality of Nigeria that we have to amplify. But no, we are all focused on who will be the next candidate. And who will be the next. That is what Nigerians want to talk about today. My job is to remind Nigerians of our reality and bring us back to terms with where we are today. When the time for politicking comes, everybody go enter boots. We go show who sabi do politics pass. But for now, it's time for us to do the hard job of exposing these criminals in power. And I hope somebody is listening out there. Thank you to all of you that have come out tonight. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'm just going to call all my top viewers right now. Uche Fabulous, God bless you. YXZ, Money, Mama Wakiri, Chef Nello, Data Vista, Obi for President, Dauda, Omega XD, Udoka Okafor, my brother, Dan Seriki, 7-8, Lord, Diofo, my brother Jimmy, Grace Johnson, Habi, Powell, Washington, Ukandu, Francis, Roslyn, Achalugo, Fitzgerald, my brother Big Mag, Oluwatosin, Ibe Chima, Slim, Kenneth Chidi, Prince King Jazzy, GT Buffalo. For those that are wondering, I see all of you guys, Becky, Henry, Dennis, Bobby Best, all of you on the other platforms. Thank you so much. Meki, Benue Mayor, Misbehaving Mom, Anka Dede, Embrace the Reality, Skin and Cloudy, Sekiro, Noah, The Narrow Way, Domel, Stella, Temi, Mr. Abdul, Zubi, every one of you that have came out today, guys, thank you so much. I can't call all your names, but I just feel like we can keep doing this. Noah, thank you so much. We'll be back again. JJ, thank you so much. Hopefully join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Nigerian time on the Violence Space. We'll be streaming live here also. As I always say on this platform, we do this for God and for country. Good night and see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. All right, my YouTube people, I'm signing out now. But before I sign out, I want to see if I can host a space simultaneously. Let me see. I just want to host a brief space and see. Start now. Is it possible? Is it possible? Yeah, so it's possible though. So I can do this and host a space. Oh, wow, really? Okay. All right, I'm going to stream this on Violence Space tomorrow. No, don't enter. Don't enter. It's just, I just want to test something. Don't enter, please. I want to test something. No, don't enter. I want to test something. I'm gonna go. Thank you. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow. God bless you guys. Thank you for sticking with us. I'll be back again tomorrow. So I'll be streaming this live also tomorrow on the Violence Space.